Previously on Heroes and Hot Dogs, our heroes reached Hawk's Rest and bed down for the night, and in the morning they saw that a sea ship had docked in the middle of the night and its crew of 3 were unloading supplies. They made contact with Cassandra, the pancake pirate, and delivered the letter from the Morenoloth captain they met in Hell, and had their futures read in the pancake batter. The captain and her crew were after a treasure, and her quartermaster, Asa, made their way out to seek it, while the cleric constructed a new eyeball for the captain and spent some time with the first mate, Steady Hand. Cassandra got into a little bit of trouble in an underground temple and received assistance from the monk and the artificer. The captain, the quartermaster, the monk, and the artificer made their way into the treasure room with piles of gold. More importantly, they found a dark crystal. It called to Asa and the monk, and they both tried to obtain it, but were stopped. The artificer put the crystal out in the sunlight, and that seemed to diffuse its power temporarily. Cassandra and Steady Hand emptied the treasure room and took nearly 1 million gold pieces and gave 1,000 each to the party. The 2 groups exchanged mailing codes, and the pirate ship sailed off into the sunset. All right, so it's end of the day. Like I said, it's around sunset. By an hour till sundown. You all had a busy day. You left the dark crystal in a clearing in the woods, surrounded by sand, just a little ways out. The pirate ship is now a speck on the horizon. The volcano is still present and accounted for. It didn't go anywhere. It's still there, along with the room, but the room has been emptied entirely. They cleaned it out pretty well.
Okay, so we don't need to go back. Okay.
Right. Yeah, you were with them while they did this.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are you guys doing?
Well, I think we better take care of that dark crystal before something happens to it. What do you think, guys?
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a good plan. Do we have any way of keeping Finnegan from trying to do things with it?
So can we? I don't remember, but I thought that once we put it in, what is it inside of? It's in a.
It's currently in a bag.
Bag? Yes.
Well, yeah, it's in a bag. And it's out in the sand right now.
Have we considered putting a note on the bag and putting it in the special satchel? The note clearly saying no touch. You know, so it'll be on the island, but they won't touch it.
Well, one thing I'm wondering is if it bothered Finnegan, would it bother them? The question is it when it's in its bag, is it still affecting Finnegan?
You are not close enough currently to find out.
Okay, so let's go back and see if we can find it.
There does seem to be a radius for this thing. It's not just like, indefinite distance. You definitely can't get far enough away from it. Because you guys entered it only began to take effect once you had entered the room, right? It wasn't before that. So,
Right.
Before we go over there, hey, Finnegan, would you mind if I tied you up first? Just make it a little easier to control.
I would mind, but I'm not gonna say no.
Good. That makes things easier.
Okay, you gonna tie him up?
Yep.
All right.
Mostly
roll a
just
sleight of hand
restrain
check.
his arms.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
It's consensual. He doesn't have to sleight of hand it.
Doesn't matter. All not for sleight of hand.
Oh, goofy. Okay.
Okay.
That's just the roll for it.
Huh.
So in case if you have to break it, then you roll against the roll.
Oh, that makes sense.
So.
Sleight of
We're checking to
hand
see how good the knot is,
is-
not whether he successfully made one.
Yeah. I just want to have it established. 19th. That's a damn good knot. Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Very naughty.
All right.
Do I have to roll sleight of hand to untie it too? Because this could get awkward.
Yeah.
30
you
days
do.
later in game. Still.
I mean, you can cut it. I mean, you can just like chop it off, like the rope. Not a big deal.
I thought you meant his arm.
I mean, also that.
I need that though.
Yeah. All right.
But I
So
could replace that.
Are you tying him to just his arms and legs like on the ground to a tree? What are you doing?
I'm just tying his arms together so he can't fight back.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I just like hands.
What about a rope around him in case he starts running.
I mean, we don't have to cut off the
Yeah,
rest of the rope.
let's
It could
develop
still
a
be hanging
whole
behind
child
him.
leash system.
Yes, yes.
I mean, you could also just not bring him, but
Well,
Then how are we
at
going to
some
know if
point-
he's going to react to it?
okay, all right.
Right. So yeah. Well, we could leave him. No, let's all go together because otherwise something bad might happen.
Okay. All right. So the four of you,
Oh yes.
because Marcus is still here too. Hi guys.
Oh, wait a
Yeah.
minute. Was
Uh,
Marcus near us before?
Marcus did not go with you guys into the room.
So
he
Marcus
stayed
might
with
be-
Weaver.
Marcus might be affected too. We better be careful.
I think you guys can handle a gnome better than me.
Actually, we don't know for sure if Weaver will be affected either, do we?
Weaver did not go before. Nope.
Well, this is a troublesome, isn't it?
In general,
Okay.
you guys kind of all stayed away from the crystal once you put it out.
You know what? We know, or we think Nomad would be fine.
Right, unless something
Here's what
changes.
we should... No, I don't know.
Right, I think I already rolled for it. I think I had a roll for it, didn't I?
Is he going to have to
Mhm.
roll again, though?
I
don't know.
imagine.
You don't know.
I don't know. Okay, so the question for DM was where we put the crystal, is there how much distance is a clearing is there around it so that we'll see it, but we'll see the bag with the crystal before, how far away will we need to be before we see it, the crystal?
I mean, I would say like 60 feet probably. It's
Okay,
a large
so,
clearing overall.
so my goal is let's take us to that 60 feet point and see what happens. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Does everybody agree with that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And do you
Okay.
want to tie up Marcus too?
Sure.
Will he
Yeah.
let you?
I'll,
Yeah,
can
he doesn't care. Yeah.
I
he's
turn
like, sure,
Marcus to Finnegan?
I'd
prefer not.
Yeah.
they both look at each other and are just like,
So the only really scary thing right now is Weaver might get affected.
Are you tying? All right, so roll set of hands for Marcus.
I'm not going to tie them together.
Are all four of us all
But
going
you're
to
tying him up though, so I need a
Just
roll
not
for that.
together. Yeah, I am rolling.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that I'm...
Yeah. That's a critical. That's a critical fail. Okay.
Do I tie my own hands up?
No. You tie him up. That's it.
Okay, so...
Right, you tie him up, but it's just not very strong. He's gonna
It's just-
break free of whatever, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me just think. So guys, what happens if we get close and like all of you want the crystal? What do we
Well, we need some way of deterring Weaver, I guess. And how would we do that? Can you pick it up with your
Gosh.
hand thing?
Yeah, I don't think we've ever touched it, but we picked up the bag and that wasn't a problem.
And how far can you move your hand thing?
Oh, mage hand?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Have we considered putting the crystal in your scrapyard?
Yes. So we'll talk about that in a minute. So just let me
Oh.
do one thing at a time. So
You can't really
so
do that.
the hand can go for
Oh.
30 feet.
You can't just put random items in the scrapyard. It doesn't really work.
No, but we've talked about putting it on the island or putting
Yeah.
it in the set.
Island you can do.
Okay.
But your scrapyard you can't do that really with.
The problem with putting it on the island is that it may affect the Borg brothers or whatever they're called in the
Oh, Bork's one of them. Yeah.
right. It might affect them, so we don't
Yeah, we
know.
We probably don't want to have it actually unattended.
Yeah, it doesn't seem real safe. But okay, so one thing I'm also wondering is if Finnegan's glove could maybe shield its power.
I don't imagine.
You don't
You
know.
don't think it would?
Only
you
to
don't-
find out.
You don't think it would? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's.
That was in character, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. So what would you think about Mage Hand? It's 30 feet.
Carry on. You're back.
So
Okay.
you could go over there and dig it up, hopefully not be affected.
Right.
And then
Right.
we can walk over towards you, and if we start to become affected, you can quickly move it away with Mage Hand.
Yeah, but
And
wouldn't
hopefully
you just...
that will break it.
Oh, right. Right. Just as long as Mage Hand can move faster than you, because
Yeah.
you could run. Right.
Okay, back.
My speed is less than yours.
Okay, so DM, we
How
have
about
another
this?
thing.
I could give it to the hawk.
This
Can
sounds
the hawk
wildly
carry it?
convoluted.
Hmm.
Can the hawk carry it?
Well, it's not very big, right?
No. Not very
Okay.
big.
But if
What
the
if it
hawk
affects the
is
hawk?
carrying it, man, I really don't think so. Do you?
I don't know.
What's the hawk gonna use it? I mean,
Does it have a use?
Okay. well,
You don't know.
we don't know. But it probably makes somebody really powerful. That's another thing. Is so what if,
Or maybe it kills him.
say, Finnegan wants it and he gets it? What's he gonna do with it? Maybe it doesn't do anything, right?
You know, I have no idea. For real.
Right. Yeah. So what I'm thinking is, we need to have a backup plan, but we can't plan for every single contingency. If let's just me go towards it, and we'll hope that I'm not affected. And if I'm not, or if I am, you're gonna have to, well, one at a time. Probably
You're
you.
going to
Weaver.
have to put him down.
You're gonna have to keep me away, right?
Well, if
And
you
if
are
you're
affected, we're just
if
going to have
you-
to hope.
basically, if we're all affected, we're hosed and we're dead. I mean, if it actually does something bad, there's nothing we can do about it. It's the end of the world, It's like
Yep.
so bad. So I mean, we can't. Right. So so let's just try that. I'll go towards it. If it's a problem, then you run towards me and pull me away, and hopefully you won't be affected. And if you are affected and I'm affected, then we're just toast.
Okay, so
We'll
you
give
guys
it a
are
shot.
60 feet away in the clearing currently. What are you doing?
Okay, so
Um, I'm gonna just stand there with my hands tied.
and Weaver, you close to him to hold him back?
Yep.
Okay, so is anybody affected yet?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to walk toward the crystal.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you walk up to it.
Okay. Now I'm going to. Is it buried? I can't remember. Is it?
No,
sitting-
because it needed sunlight, so it's in the sand, just like on a pile of like sand.
And the sun can see it.
Yes, but it's sunset, so not for much longer.
Oh, right. Okay, so all right. So I'm gonna keep it in the bag. I'm gonna wrap it up in the bag
It's in the bag
And-
still.
and pick it up.
Okay.
I'm going to walk. Well, I hear.
Hold on, I need to check my notes here real quick on something.
Oh,
Off the
jeez.
bag. Well, it's not out the bag.
I will
It's Talia's bag, so
I'll
I'm
be
just
right
checking what it
back.
is.
Cassandra's bag.
Yeah, sorry, Cassandra's bag.
I have returned.
You haven't missed a thing.
Okay.
He's looking up a stat.
Ooh.
I don't like that sound. It's like when the doctor says,
I'm just trying to make a call on something because it'll define how this is handled from now on.
yeah.
I'll make sure I don't set a precedent that's incorrect. Okay, this is. Okay. I'm gonna make an extra note on this. Then I have like a whole page of notes on the crystal now.
I mean, this is gonna be a real pain if every single crystal has this really difficult way of doing anything with it.
It's almost like this stuff's really dangerous. Okay, so yeah, you touch the bag. Yeah, baby cries. Hold on.
That's what the crystal does. It makes babies cry.
It's pure evil.
No wonder we need to destroy it.
It probably kills puppies too.
Only cute ones.
I've never seen a puppy that wasn't cute. Honest.
Uh,
I'm sure they exist, but I don't want to
well,
see.
I would name a couple breeds that I think are pretty awful, but you
Oh
may be
yeah,
fond of them, so I don't dare say.
no, I know. There's that one. I forget the name. It's like a Chinese something. It's regularly wins the ugliest dog competition.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, haha. You touched the crystal and
Wasn't planning on touching the crystal, just the bag.
sorry, you touched the bag. My bad. You touched the bag. And
I wasn't carrying it before, so.
you were. But it doesn't seem the bag doesn't seem to have helped, and you feel as if you were touching the dark crystal itself. And oh boy. So, Nomad,
Mm,
I have a question for you.
Oh.
What does Nomad desire most in the universe?
I'm trying to think of his history. I can think of two things. Okay, world peace.
Mm, how specifically?
Oh, come on, really?
You know what he's getting at. Just help him out.
No, I actually don't.
Okay,
Is it
so
the opposite of what I want?
He's trying to offer you a deal with the devil, I assume.
yes.
Oh, I see.
So the power of the crystal is offering you its dark power in order to obtain whatever your heart desire, basically. So it's going to give you a power to do what you want to do, basically.
Oh,
It's going to link itself to you because you've
Okay.
touched. So
yes, but okay. So if I want world peace, then why doesn't? But
no,
that doesn't
okay.
make sense. How does that?
I'm just looking for
work?
something a little more specific than that to help me out, to help it, because I need to be specialized, and that's kind of generic.
Is it supposed to be selfish, like a selfish thing he wants?
Yes. Like, what do you like? If it didn't matter who got hurt or how much money it took, or how many planets blew up or whatever, what do you want?
Okay, so he would want everybody to love him.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting.
I'm
That-
just
that
I'm just
is a-
playing.
That is a tyrant's dream right there.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. I like that. I just need to figure out how to do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I got this. Okay.
Okay, good, because I
That's
was
some
running out of
Chinese emperor
ideas.
stuff right there. You gotta calm down, bud.
What's
Okay.
that?
That's some Chinese emperor stuff, man. You slow down.
Okay, so Nomad picks up this bag, everybody, and he kind of just freezes once he touches it, and he reaches into the bag and he pulls out the crystal, and he turns around to everybody, and he points at you, and everybody bows. Against your will.
No, I didn't want them to worship me I wanted them to love me. Like
No,
they
that's
wanna-
not your decision now, bud.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. It's taking it how it wants to take it,
Okay, fine.
and twisting it. So, Nomad, you are now officially chaotic evil.
As long as
And-
you have this crystal, I imagine.
You
What the
currently
heck?
you currently wish to take over the world and make everybody love you and everybody bow to you, and make a world in which you have statues erected everywhere you go. This is your only desire.
You want to be Aku from Samurai Jack.
Okay, so why didn't this happen before?
You don't know.
Okay.
You didn't run identify on the dark crystal
I
or
can't.
anything.
I can't. I don't have a pearl.
Didn't get a pearl first. You touched the crystal. So, what are y'all doing?
Bowing.
Yeah, yeah, and I know that. This is against your will, though. You can try and break it if you wish.
Yes, absolutely. What role?
This is like an impossible situation. I don't see how you can get out of this.
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
We're about
I'm
we're,
letting
we're
you-
about to
I'm-
see if we can overpower a 3'4" freaking.
I'm
No,
letting
but
you
you
guys
might
make
be
the call.
affected. You might be affected by it too.
Well,
It's gonna get real interesting real quick. That's what's gonna
see,
happen.
I can't do all that action. I could kick you, honestly.
So,
I believe only my
Finnegan-
hands are tied.
Finnegan, you actually very quickly break out of the effect of the crystal.
Gosh dang right I do.
Little no problem.
I'm gonna kick your little ass and take that crystal for myself, buddy boy.
You're not currently desiring the crystal.
Oh.
You're still at 60 feet. But you have freed yourself from its power currently. And you can feel your mask glowing a little bit. The crystal on your mask glowing a little bit. And it's hot.
So my forehead's on fire.
Your forehead's on fire currently, but you've broken free of it.
You keep saying
the
broken free, and I imagine rope is going to follow, but I know it won't.
No. Do you wish to try and break your bonds?
I have a better idea. Let's shove Weaver over and see if that'll help him.
Okay.
You know, sometimes there's a little we'll knock someone out of it.
Yeah.
Even if he's made out of iron or whatever, I'll just push him over.
Yeah, no, okay, you push him over and he just tips over.
Oh.
And that's it. Yeah, and he goes back to, like, bowing.
Then, yes, I'd like to try to break the expertly tied knot.
Okay. Okay, yeah, give me, I guess what's your...
Just which modifier? I already have it typed up.
Mm-hmm. I'll let you do that a hand, if you wish, or straight strength. At a hand is better, though.
So he's got to
yeah.
be 19.
Sleight of
Because
hand
basically,
is-
you can try and break your rope, or you can try and wiggle your way out of the rope.
I got
basically.
close, but I did not get there.
18. Okay. You
He's
get it
supposed to-
most... I would say you get most of the way.
I'm working on it, bud.
Yeah, you get most of the way, and
me-
you feel like you can probably get it in another go.
Oh, I don't have anything sharp, actually. I have cooking utensils, but I don't have anything sharp.
You definitely have knives.
Yeah, so I have darts. Oh, I'll just roll another sleight of hand, I imagine, if I can type, please.
Yeah. Nomad's gonna have to do something first, though.
Oh, okay, I'll wait.
So, let me look at Nomad's sheet over here.
Suddenly your whole web browser turns all lava and angry.
Let's see. So, Nomad, you notice that Finnegan is not responding as you want him to, and that angers you. So, let's see, what do we got in this listing here? I'm gonna have you. Well, I'll let you pick. You're gonna launch a spell at Finnegan, and you can pick what it is.
Okay. I don't know where this is going. And what?
It's gonna go towards me, actually. Fun fact: as soon as this rope gets undone, I am headed your way, buddy boy.
Well, maybe that's what I want.
It won't be in loving embrace.
Remember, you have to change. Your character has changed currently.
You are not
now
very
evil.
You are not friendly.
You are now not friendly.
I don't know what. Never mind. I got nothing for you. I don't know what media you've consumed. I don't know who to compare it to.
So what does Weaver need to do to break this?
You don't know. Oh, you mean the spell? You don't know. Oh, you mean like you want to just try and just break the actual thrall itself?
No, I mean break the bow, like resist.
Oh, but yeah. I have to hold on. I'm making it up as I go. I need to find a equivalent spell, so I can check that would be. It's a charm, I think. Let's see. I'll allow you to do a wisdom saving throw. It's gonna be real high though.
I don't
Nope.
know
That
what my
high?
cell phone is.
Nope, not that high.
That's
bad.
bad.
Yeah, so and I'll roll one for Marcus too.
You have proven to have the will of a toddler. Oh,
Marcus is also
look,
garbage. So both you toddlers are still on the ground.
shoving you over has not helped. So, I guess I'm gonna have to handle this.
Yeah, but I need Nomad to roll an attack roll against Finnegan.
Just Finnegan?
Just Finnegan.
Yes.
Okay, then I can't do that.
You are 60 feet away currently, but you can close the distance if you wish.
Let me look up my stats real quick, just in case there's something that helps me out.
Well, okay, so I'm angry at him, but I want him to.
You want to
him
subjugate
you
me.
You want him to comply. Yeah, you don't
But I
want to
don't
murder
want,
him.
but I
you
don't want to murder him, right?
No, but you want him to comply. You want to teach him a lesson.
Yes.
He has,
So basically,
he has
I'm gonna
wounded
be-
you because he does not want to love you.
Okay, I don't know what good this is gonna do. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna pull out my mechanical frost shooter and shoot at him.
Okay.
Not
Let me-
again.
We're going to try to anchor him to the ground with ice, basically.
Yet again.
Okay. Roll an attack roll.
Yes. Hold on. Where is it?
And I will
Oh,
give you advantage because Finnegan's still tied up.
And presumably working on it.
So it's
Yeah.
okay. So it's gonna be +5 after I roll. So roll 2 1d20s or 2.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
And hope you don't get a critical hit.
Oh, I should probably look
Okay,
at
so
the
I got
actual
4,
tab.
2. So I got 9.
He's so blinded with the wound to his ego, he can't even aim
Uh,
straight.
Yeah. Yeah, you miss.
Okay.
Yeah, you are like your hands are shaking with anger, and you can't control like
Mhm.
your aim basically. Yeah. Are you going over to him, or are you staying put?
Sorry.
Me?
Yeah. What's your direction here? Like, are you gonna continue to?
I imagine we're in combat at the moment, is what he's trying to say.
Well, I mean, are you going to continue to berate Finnegan, or are you gonna just like go off and sail off to your destiny?
Yeah,
What are you
throw some insults my way. See what'll happen.
It's very difficult to know what's my choices. I mean,
Do you know? It's
if this
what,
helps, you're no longer nomad for the
you're, not,
time
you're
being.
not
I know.
nomad currently. Yeah, so you are a dark, evil character hellbent on conquering the world and making everybody bow to you. Basically, what are you doing?
You are the
I've already
bad guy from all the fairy
well,
tales.
I've already taken my turn. So what? am
No,
I
no,
supposed-
DM
not like-
says DM
Yeah.
asks what you're doing.
I'm asking what you're doing.
We're not actually in combat yet. I don't
Are
think.
you? I'm asking. Are you going to continue pursuing this line of actions, or are you going to go do something else? Are you
Do you
going to
want-
continue?
Do you want to force me to love
Well,
you, or do you want to walk away?
I'm gonna tell Weaver to force him to bow.
I don't like where this one's headed one
Okay.
bit.
Yeah. All right. Weaver, make a wisdom saving throw.
If you roll a 3 again. Oh.
Okay. Damn. Okay. Yeah, that's that actually worked. All right. Yeah, Weaver says no.
Okay.
And that makes you real mad. Launch an attack roll versus Weaver.
With advantage again?
Yeah,
Weaver-
because you're forcing him to bow still. He's under your physical control, so
Oh yeah.
he hasn't broken free of that particular effect.
Why did I get advantage against?
My
you
hands are
tied up.
tied.
Tied up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was preoccupied.
So I got 14 plus 5.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, you hit him.
19.
Well, actually, oh shoot, hold on. What's Weaver's
That
DC?
matches.
Oh,
Unless we don't
shoot.
count the shield.
No.
So ties, I think, go
hold on.
to the. Oh, I remember reading about
Defender. Defender. You have to pass.
Mm.
Yes. You have to pass the AC in order to hit. Um,
And you already got advantage of him being bowed, so that doesn't count anymore.
Yeah, I mean, you're not disarmed, Bird. Technically, I mean, so yeah, you
That's
keep
your call.
count the shield. Count the shield. Count the
Okay.
shield.
So 19.
Yeah. So I would say that actually, you know, it's like mounted to your arm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the ice hits, just barely hits like the shield on your arm, and it's deflected, without you actually trying to. Nomad's getting a little bit mad because he's missing, and people aren't cooperating. Yeah. So Finnegan, roll another sleight of hand check.
Hey, 22.
Yep, that does it. You undo the knots. What are you doing?
Hey, Nomad. I know it's 60 feet, but I'm headed your way, bud.
Okay.
We're not like officially in combat either, so you don't have to like worry about.
Well,
You know what I mean? I might drop us in there in a minute, but I'm trying to see if this will play out otherwise. Yeah. So what are you trying to do?
at the moment, I'm trying to look up what a dash action is.
Dash up action uses your attack action to double your distance.
Oh my goodness, I could reach him.
You could. You only have one attack per action though, so you can reach him, but you couldn't attack him.
Joke's on you, I'm a monk.
You only get one attack per action still, even if you get. But you have a bonus action though, so you can bonus action hit. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Step of the wind. You may spend a key point and use disengage or dash as bonus action. And your jump distance is doubled.
All right, so you're gonna do Step of the Wind?
But he can't use an action if he does that.
He can.
Yes, I can. It's a bonus action. I can.
Bonus action. So he switches it off basically. Yeah.
Oh, got it.
I get to use. I get to use like 2 key points per long rest at this point.
Yeah.
So Nomad, I'm going to physically separate you from that crystal, bud. Yes, I'm going to Step of the Wind my way up to him real quick, like.
Okay. Yeah. So you Step of the Wind up, and are you punching him, or are you just taking the crystal?
I feel like it'd be rude to punch him, as that could in fact just murder the poor kid. Especially if I did it twice.
You can do non-lethal blows, and even if he hits zero, he won't
I
die.
will, assuming it's my will in charge, I will actually attempt to remove the crystal from his grasp.
Okay. Yeah. You hit the 30-foot mark, and you are not in charge anymore.
Ah!
And
Wait, what? I don't understand.
he hits the 30-foot mark between. He's
Oh,
30 feet. He's down
got
30
it.
feet away, and he loses control of himself. But he still is going after the crystal. So he leaps at Nomad and attempts to pry it from his fingers. Let's take just a basic strength contest to see if you can get it. Nomad gets advantage.
Okay.
It doesn't matter who rolls first?
No.
Okay. Enter. There you go. Oh!
So I
Not
rolled
great.
twice.
Yep.
Alright,
So
hold
that's
on.
10 plus 2.
I don't know. I don't have a modifier.
Oh, you know, I'm like, oh, man.
I have no. I think as a monk, I'm allowed to use dexterity
So my
instead.
first roll
Honestly,
was 15.
If you get that, okay, yeah.
although if I did use dexterity, the modifier wouldn't cover the difference there.
Okay, so you do not manage to get the crystal.
So the gnome is beating up the monk.
We didn't
Well,
say that.
you're holding the crystal away from him.
Right. Actually he beat the contest.
Yep. So
Strength
yeah.
contest. Okay.
Oh, okay. I just to clarify,
We're
I
not
can use
make-
dexterity instead of strength for the attack and damage of unarmed strikes, but not any of other actions.
All right.
According to this rule I just found.
Hang on. Sorry, I didn't realize it was gonna happen today.
Well, you made it happen.
No, I didn't. So I'm gonna I moved you guys all to a new page. I'm dropping these into combat officially. Everybody roll
Yeah.
initiative.
Okay. What's my modifier? It is 3.
Where's...
Mine is 18.
How do I even know which one was me? Okay, so it's, I
Love
guess
your
I got
game.
14.
Okay, so you're 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55.
There's a ruler.
Trying to... Eh. Okay, hold on. Over here.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. There. You guys are over there. You're right in the face. Okay.
And there's currently a full-grown man arguing with a garden gnome angrily, trying to rip a bag out of his hand.
Yep. Okay, so what's... Hold on, I need to get a blank page here. Yeah. Alright, what's our order?
I got 18, Pop got 14, Verd got 19, and Marcus is unrolled.
Hold on.
So Weaver,
Weaver-
Finnegan, Nomad, Marcus, wherever. One moment.
Roll initiative for him. Yeah, it's garbage always. Alright. Marcus. Okay. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna start at the top of the order here. We're gonna go with Weaver. Oh, I need to mark down statuses for everybody too.
So we don't know if Weaver is affected, right?
We don't know if he's affected by the crystal. We're affected by you right now.
Not gonna lie, this is gonna get real easy for me if I'm affected.
We'll see. Okay, so yeah, all right. So Weaver, you are currently officially charmed, meaning that you technically love Nomad, even if the subconscious part of your brain is fighting against
It's
it.
all about that beard.
That means at the beginning of every turn, you're gonna roll a Wisdom saving throw. Okay.
Okay.
And in order to actually have your turn, basically. Yeah. Okay. So you can actually perform an action, but any movement will be halved.
Okay.
Well,
And I will
movement half.
move 15 feet in their direction.
Okay.
you should have thrown Marcus.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope. That'll be it.
Okay. Alrighty. That leaves Finnegan.
Hi.
Finnegan.
I don't know. You tell me what to roll.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what's happening, and then I won't like take control of your character entirely here. You still, you really want the crystal.
Yeah, that's not changed.
Yeah, I know. But not
Unfortunately,
not just to remove from Nomad, but to have for your own.
Oh yes, of
Yes.
course.
So you do as you wish, basically.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a check again to get that crystal wrench from his little gnome hands.
Okay.
So once they break the spell or whatever, is it broken forever? Do they have to redo it?
So Finnegan's
Work.
different than everybody else here.
Okay.
So he doesn't obey the same rules. Verd has to roll every turn to see if he can actually have the action or not, basically. So it's a reoccurring thing for Verd and for Marcus too. In order they have to roll for a check to see if they can do it.
The rabbit seems otherwise uninterested.
Yes, currently yes. Finnegan doesn't have to roll for anything. He is unaffected by you entirely, which is peculiar. But he does seem also far more hellbent on obtaining that crystal than anybody else. So there is that. All right.
I'm gonna continue to try to wrench it from his little gnome hands.
All right. Roll a strength check, little Nomi. The advantage.
Can
You
you
have
beat a 17?
You have crystal power, so.
Okay, so
Crystal
I'm
power!
Right.
A 19
Well-
whatever's. crystal.
I'm glad I didn't have to. I didn't have to like prepare anything for tonight because you guys did it all by yourselves.
Told you.
We told them what we were gonna try to do, and it just turned out bad.
I got a
Almost a one, bud.
On a 1.
So I got 12
Oh.
and a 13. I got 13.
Okay, this is interesting. Okay, well, yeah. Finnegan takes the crystal.
Unfortunately, hucking it into the woods is no longer an option.
Finnegan. Oh, actually, it's not. It's not you in charge right now, so I
Feel
don't
free
have
to
to
DM
ask
me
you.
anything.
I don't have to ask you what you desire most because
Yeah.
I already know.
Yeah, no, trust me, I know too.
Yes. So that's interesting. I mean, it's fairly. It's very similar to nomads, honestly. If you think about it. So I'm gonna put this in what your brain is currently screaming at you.
My brain?
Yes. Well, not your brain, actually. Now is it? No. What is being screamed? What is screamed into your brain?
Am I allowed to try to make a charisma check against this?
Sure. I will allow it if you want to fight it. Yes.
Well, I'll wait to see what I'm told.
So that's what's echoing around in your mind currently.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So, what are you doing?
That's an excellent question. That's a very vague statement, I'll be honest, because I could take that in a million different ways.
Yep. Well,
I will attempt to break this with my charisma. Haha.
okay. Go for it.
Minus terrible modifier.
Find out what
Oh, it's only 1. This is possible.
16? Okay. Here we go. Let's see how it happens. Nope.
Ah.
Nope. That's +5.
Yeah.
To 18.
I was
Sorry,
close.
sir. Sorry, sir. Yeah, no. You have been taken over. Well, twice in a sense, technically. Technically, your mind is fine, which is weird. You personally do not wish harm to anyone. But you're not
Unfortunately,
currently,
it's not my call.
you're not in my control. So, that's a problem. Yeah. So, what is your body doing? Since it's not your mind, what is your body
I
doing?
feel like kicking the gnome would be a bad idea, and I don't want to kick the gnome. But he seems
But
like he can
does
handle himself in a fight.
he? We're getting into like some.
This is some
territory
psycho.
with
this is
stuff I
some-
haven't really like covered too much.
This
and
is some
really,
psycho stuff. Don't worry about it, kiddos. Unfortunately, I believe the intent I'm supposed to take from these words is, and screw everybody else,
Yes.
which is pretty much what Nomad pulled. That's the words I was looking for.
Like this is pulled directly from the thing you have on your person currently.
I must have missed it. I must have missed that last one, but I just said it anyways.
Under personality. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, everybody. I know this isn't much fun for you guys to listen to.
Oh yeah. Okay, it's right there.
Ooh, I don't even know what to do. Like this is like all he's ever wanted.
Hold on, I'm typing back. I don't want to say something out loud and have it not be appropriate.
Yeah. I gotcha.
I know it's kind of obvious, but it never hurts.
Yeah, that could work. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's your call. I mean, that makes sense. I'll allow it.
I believe it agrees.
Remember now you're not speaking anymore.
I'm not.
Something else. So that's a voice change.
Yeah.
We need a voice for this thing.
I feel like I should be the one to do it. Let me
Yeah.
find where it says
So
it.
hold on. Is the voice thing something we're supposed? Is that something we're?
You
supposed
will be able
No.
to hear it. Yes.
You will hear it. Yeah.
No, what I meant was, is the
Oh.
voice thing because of this dark crystal taking
You don't know.
over him?
You don't know.
Okay.
You don't know.
Okay.
And you can ignore the official description. I would say, Diggory, don't worry about it. Just do whatever you think is.
Yeah,
is
unfortunately,
right.
my idea of the official description would be him from Powerpuff Girls.
I don't know what that is. So.
Oh, it would not be fitting in the setting. I'll tell you that much.
I was thinking, Ratchet and Clank, Commander Quark.
Commander, superhero, Cocky
Captain Quark?
cheesy
Yeah, sorry,
superhero.
Captain Quark. Yeah.
You know what? I don't. Yeah, it juxtapositions greatly. There's a dichotomy between this voice you've just selected, and my normal Finnegan voice. So
Yes.
Weaver, we will duel.
Okay, so Weaver, you are immediately released from the charm effect that was taking over your body, as is Marcus.
You aren't the sort to be done in by an organic type, are you?
Now,
No.
Oh, look at that! I didn't even have to try.
Hold on. This is very confusing for me to write deep notes on for Finnegan. What the hell's happening?
We're
Okay,
getting in the
so-
meta.
Yeah. So. Hold on. What? Hold on, be right back. It's alright.
I think I heard a child or cat crying.
I think it was a child.
About the cat.
About the cat.
The cat keeps drinking my water.
Okay.
It's putting its butt in my face.
never mind.
Alright, so, Nomad. Oh, I need you to roll something, I think.
I'm certainly the type to fight them all one at a time.
So, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. With disadvantage.
Me.
Yeah.
Which kind of wisdom? Oh, just wisdom.
Wisdom saving throw. It's on listing.
So 0. Okay. I got a 2.
I don't think you
Does
should
it
bother
matter
with
if
the
I
other
roll
one.
Doesn't
again?
matter. Doesn't matter.
Right.
Hang on.
Unless your wisdom is so low, you hurt yourself thinking too hard.
So although you had I'm trying to think. This is complicated because you had technically resisted the thrall before, but then you touched it anyways. So
I never touched it. I only touched the bag.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's the same thing now.
But it wasn't yesterday.
It lasted for a certain amount of time and then it broke through.
I think I know what he's trying to hint at, but I have the crystal, so I get to pick what I do.
Yeah, hold on. I'm just trying to figure out what happens. with
I have
Nomad
the
here.
special talking bag.
I will say that Nomad, you are no longer desiring the crystal because today you did resist its thrall, so you are not having a thrall problem currently.
Resist the crystal once per day.
But you did roll a really terrible wisdom saving throw, so I will say that you do.
He's in
Wish
shock.
for it.
He's in shock because I ripped it out of his hands.
Yeah, I mean, you do want it back, just not. It's more of a.
You're scared of me. You're scared of me. Say it.
You do desire it, but not to the extent where like you unresistible, right? It's in the back of your head now, right?
It's
Like
like
you
a
felt
candy bar.
you felt the power, and you're like, "Ooh, that was kind of nice," you know.
I just
so-
got out of this hot tub and now it's cold. I want back in.
Yeah. So let's see. If Finnegan, your action was to take the crystal.
Yes.
So you
And then I
made-
also yelled at certain somebody.
and you challenged Weaver to a duel. And
I
did
might
Weaver
regret
accept?
this. I don't know. He has not responded yet.
I haven't had a turn yet, I don't think. Is that how this
Yeah.
is working? I don't know.
We've been told we're in combat.
You're in combat, yeah. But I'm just asking, like, if you respond, like, if you can just call out, like, that's fine. Like,
Well,
if you're
then I
gonna
would like
take it
to
or
not.
It's not. You're like, no.
He's resisting. Roll.
Ooh.
That is the
You
idea.
didn't even think about it.
Hold on. I need to check your thing real quick to see. Sorry, this is going way haywire. To see magical defenses. Oh my goodness, that's going to be a problem for everybody else.
The magical defenses part of there actually doesn't matter once they actually know where I am.
I guess that's true. It's just hiding. Okay.
If anything, technically the spells section, but that's not
can-
applicable yet.
Yeah, but it can cast outside of your turn. I'm gonna say.
Well, on top of that,
So
I don't see any of this working.
That's not helpful though. Okay, so it can't
Yeah.
cast anything that's particularly useful at the moment to try and compel Weaver. Okay, so Weaver says no.
Wait,
And
just a quick question though: would he have to break that charisma check?
I'm not within 30 feet yet.
wait, charisma for what? For the mask or for the crystal?
Your pick, but I don't speak for the crystal.
The mask does not compel people, to my knowledge. Correct?
Uh,
Only the wearer.
you're right. Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He can't fight against the mask because it's not asserting dominance over him. So that's fine. And your power does not appear to be charisma based currently. So you're not
technically,
able to help.
Technically, I don't think they. I don't think. I don't want to say this out loud. Just because I don't want to give stuff away. I don't think my voice was supposed to change, is what I'm about to say.
No, it does because you're not in control right now. So
I'm not. No. But it. I'll just send you the screen cap.
I know, but I'm changing.
Okay.
Things.
I don't know
like-
how close they're sticking to the rules.
I'm a little loose.
I'm just gonna send that anyways.
Yeah, I mean, it communicates with you that way, but to everybody else, it can. I'm saying it
Okay.
can project outward.
Okay,
It just
okay.
doesn't, usually. Except when it's actually in full control. Then
Are we
I'm
supposed to have
saying
any idea what you're talking about?
No.
no. I know.
Just
Sorry,
making sure.
I didn't expect to have this much mask play. this
I feel
time.
I feel like we should have figured this out sooner.
Yeah. I didn't think it would happen right now. That's all right, though. That's what happens, right? Yeah, so Weaver has declined your generous invitation to fight to the death. And
Too bad. It wasn't a question.
it's Nomad's turn.
Oh well, that.
No, I thought
first.
it was Weaver's turn.
No, it's not, because Finnegan just went. Now it's Nomad.
He's got you there, bud.
That's with Weaver, Finnegan, Nomad, Marcus.
Oh, Weaver already took his turn?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Weaver moved, and then Finnegan
Oh.
jumped and
He
took the
moved.
crystal.
He moved the 15 feet. I took
It
the
was just
crystal.
a very long turn because we were trying to figure out how the map.
Alright.
Sorry.
The
Alright.
gods themselves are debating,
Yes.
and also me.
Yeah. So
Okay,
Nomad,
so
it's your
I'm-
turn.
So how do ranged attacks work if I'm right next to the person?
You can always move and then cast, I believe.
It's
If I move,
you're-
is there an opportunity attack?
you won't ever run into a problem because range only has a minimum minimum distance if it's a projectile like you're physically firing. So if you're physically firing a crossbow, that's different than launching a spell. So you're fine.
Okay.
And I'll allow the same rules for your gadgets and whatnot because otherwise it gets confusing. Since they are technically spells, so you know what I mean.
Okay.
Pardon me.
Okay. So what's my mood like right now? What am I under control of something, or what's the deal?
Nope, you're not under control, or you have not been taken over by the crystal any longer. You feel drained, because you just had so much power coursing through you, and all of a sudden it's just gone.
Okay.
And you kind of miss it, kind of like a drug addict was like, "Ooh, I really need more of that," you know. But it's not overwhelming to the point where you have to go touch it. So that's how you're feeling right now. You're mostly back to normal. Otherwise,
Okay, and what's my goal here? In other
I don't
words,
know.
is it my own goal or is
Yeah,
it
it's you. It's you.
okay?
You're in control.
Okay. All right. So I want to try to cast sleep.
Okay. Remember that starts with the creature with the lowest hit points in the radius, which I believe would be you.
I guess if the spell continues through, then there's just 2 sleeping people.
I mean, if you jump away, I suppose first.
Oh, so okay. So
Because it says you may target yourself, so that's it's a known problem with sleep. It's dangerous to answer yourself. So it's a 20 feet port of origin. So if you direct it,
if I go 25 feet away, I'm not affected.
yeah, basically.
Or if I shoot it 25 feet away, right?
Correct.
Or, sorry, yeah, because I can go 90. Okay.
Yes. So you
So
shoot
just
towards
as long
the
as
right.
I'm 20 feet away.
Yep.
Okay, so that's okay. So
If you shape it like northeast, I think you can probably get Finnegan in the radius without eating yourself, and without getting Weaver.
and we don't know yet whether Weaver wants this thing or not.
You don't know. He has not shown any indication that he does. He
Okay,
was
and-
moving towards Finnegan though, so I guess towards
Oh,
you.
and who did you say if? Okay, so I guess what I'm trying to do is move. Okay, if I move, he might attack. Opportunity attack.
He's no longer in combat with you. You are in general aren't technically in combat, but I'm gonna leave
Okay.
you in the order so it's not so confusing, right? Like, yeah, you're officially out of combat, so you can move and he won't attack you.
Okay,
He
so
has lost
okay.
interest in you.
Finnegan's lost interest in me.
Yes.
Oh,
I've challenged Weaver to a duel. I don't
Yeah.
give a snot about no 3-foot tall little man.
right. Okay. So which one's the measure tool again?
The
Well, it's like a Q, but
the
upside down.
4th one down.
There. I have a purple crystal on Finnegan's head currently to show where the crystal's at.
Unironically, also where it actually is.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's see.
On my
It's true.
forehead, I mean.
All right, so if if both of them are within range, it could make him fall asleep for it. I don't know which one it's gonna.
Yeah.
Do I know which one's stronger, or which one has more hit points?
I mean, one's a monk and one's a giant robot, so.
Take your guess. Although I am
Okay.
taller than the robot.
So
Yeah.
anything within 20 feet, right? So I don't want to hit Marcus, probably.
Yeah.
Well, actually.
He seems to have just been sat down and he's eating a sandwich or something.
All right,
Oh, I
so
mean,
wanna be-
he's no longer under the power of the charm, so he's standing up now from his bow. And yeah, he has a sandwich. He's super hungry all the time.
All right, so I guess I'm just gonna go. I think do I want? We don't know anything about Weaver at this point, whether he's gonna be affected or not, right?
This is fantastic. I just have to say, this is
Well, it turns out you had to do no prep work. We're just gonna fight each other on a beach for like 2
Well,
days.
like I had like this portion as like a footnote for like, oh, they'll just do this, and then you didn't, and I'm like, oh shoot.
What did you
Okay.
think we were gonna do?
You've got to
I ain't
remember
telling
that.
you. I ain't telling you the correct way to do things. I don't know.
You've got to remember that every plan falls flat in the face of the exceedingly stupid enemy. Goodness, we just can't
No,
figure anything out.
It's fine. It's just funny.
Okay, so
I'm worried you're all gonna die.
Oh, we won't all die.
Yeah.
so
Somebody
Somebody
will
will be left
survive and
alive.
continue
Okay,
on
so
with
you
the crystal.
you said I can move and it won't be a problem, so I'm gonna move
Yeah.
my maximum.
Yeah. 25
Oh,
feet.
no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Sorry. Actually, I'm gonna stay right here because he's got the crystal, right?
He does have the crystal. He's
so
right
if
next
he
to
falls
you.
asleep, can I pick up the crystal,
I
or
don't
is
see
that
why
the end of
not.
my action?
I'll allow it. Not generally, but I'll allow it. It's an interaction, I would say. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, so I'm going to target
Oh,
25.
hold on. Shoot.
Uh-oh.
Finnegan,
Me.
are you wearing the gloves?
No, I've told you this.
You're not wearing the special gloves?
I am not wearing the Zolturian
Okay,
gloves.
never mind. Carry on.
Yeah, we'd have to undo so much.
Yep.
No, I've told you this in the past. I keep them in my backpack, and I
Okay.
wear my own gloves in the meantime.
Okay.
I don't know if they'd crack when I punch.
Correct. That's right. I remember now.
I don't want to
You
try
don't want
that
to
out.
damage the antique
Oh, I
gloves.
see.
I don't want to damage the thing that can hold a dimensional rift.
Yeah. Got it. Okay. Just checking.
All right. So I'm going to.
I thought it would have mattered tons, but still.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to try. I don't know if this is going to work. So okay. So
Well, you
25
gotta
feet
try.
away. This is the spot I'm going to aim for.
Okay. All right. Roll it.
And
Huh.
18.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
So what's Finnegan's?
Weaver falls asleep.
You told me that it would
I was
be
wrong.
Uh-oh.
I was wrong.
Well,
So you want to
If
move the
you were
spell?
wrong, then I would do it different.
Okay.
He's got a point.
Yeah. I had the wrong sheet open when I looked at that.
So Weaver's got less hit points than.
He does, which is weird. And I did not expect that, to be honest. So you're gonna have to either just change the direction.
You live, you learn.
Yeah, or just move. I mean, if you just like move like a little ways to the left and then launch it, like you'll be fine. Like,
Do I re-roll now, or what do I do?
no, just keep the same number, right? So you'll have to move back like 3 steps.
We're just gonna say you step back and then cast the
back into
spell.
You know, you have enough space that you can move back forwards if you want to still.
Okay, fine.
Right. So I'll just do that. Okay. You got an 18. For
But it
Pardon
doesn't
me.
really does it.
no, Finnegan has 19 hit points.
Yeet.
Hey, you're not supposed to tell us.
He's a character, so technically, he could tell him, but he's not
So
an enemy.
I'd go to work tomorrow and tell people I have 5 hit points.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah. All right, fair enough. All right, you're not supposed to say, but yeah, you're one off. So it does not put him to sleep.
Goodness, do I feel drowsy? But I'm still
Yeah,
gonna kill
feels-
somebody.
Cold
He
and drowsy
feels-
humor.
Beat him in a duel.
Yeah,
Okay, so
that's half your move and your action.
right. So he's still under influence, right?
Yep.
I guess I'll just move as far away. Well, that doesn't do any good because he's got bigger movement than I do.
Stay input.
Oh, I thought mine was 30, but it's actually 40. Either way.
Oh, your
That's
movement.
fine.
More than
Yeah.
me.
Well, I thought mine was 30 for some reason, but it doesn't matter. I still had to key my way in.
You can move 40.
Yeah, it's on my character sheet. I think it's a monk thing,
Dang,
maybe.
Yeah, it is.
Either
Dang.
way, I still had to double my speed to get there, so...
Yeah. All right, you stay input or not?
I can move diagonally.
Mhm.
So what do I do? Just count squares?
Yeah. It's 5 foot square. So. Actually, you probably went
Alright.
here, didn't you? Because you needed half your movements. Yeah, you went.
Okay.
You went. That's 15 back. So,
Or do I do this?
that's where you want to go.
Um,
You got. Allow 15 left.
all right, I guess I'll go there.
All right. Marcus
Ah!
is up next.
I swear to Christ, if he shoots me, I'm snapping that pistol over my leg.
I have to take his stat sheet to see.
If this is the one time he gets a successful hit...
That would be funny, wouldn't it? I don't actually have his stat sheet up at the moment, which is weird. Where is there? He's down there. Marcus J. Diamond. What's Marcus gonna do? So he sees everybody fighting one another and like freaking out. You got, buddy boy. Oof. Oh. He's. I'm trying to think. What would Marcus do? What would Marcus do? Well, I think he'd run. I mean, he's kind of a coward.
I also imagine he's not too familiar with his beatdown abilities.
Yeah. He's not super familiar with his body still, so he's gonna run. He's gonna peace out. He's just a little rogue, and he's better like not in direct combat, so he's gonna bounce. So he's gonna go hide up by Bunny Rabbit and just like kind of go prone on the ground and like kind of like in the bushes and just like watch to see what's happening.
Someone just earned himself a demotion.
And he doesn't. I mean, he doesn't. He can attack along the way. I'm gonna go with no. Well, he's gonna fire his gun. You know what? Why not?
While he's running away, he's gonna
Yeah.
vaguely aim in my direction.
Yeah. He's gonna fire his gun at you. He's the best roll he's ever
I
had.
don't like this game. I don't want to play anymore.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I'm
What's the range on that?
It's a pistol, so it's decent, but it's 30 feet. Oh,
Oh.
wait, no, yeah.
Yeah, that's a little more than 30, bud.
Oh, it's disadvantage then. Because it's
Get
not
a 1. Oh!
12
Oh,
plus.
it's still usable.
Hold on, plus
What's he
3.
aiming?
15. But again,
What?
15. And again, 15 is your armor class, so it does not hit you.
Ah.
Okay, that's
So you're saying this thing has a range from here to here?
it has 90 feet with disadvantage.
That's an accurate range,
I
is what he
see.
means.
It's
see.
30 feet regular, 90 feet with disadvantage.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Which actually
So,
makes sense for a
it's
pistol.
how-
It
built
does.
by a goblin.
Yeah, it's how projectiles work in this
That's
game.
nice. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, you have 2 different ranges. Okay, so that's his turn. I want to get you guys moving here a little bit. That's Weaver, top of the order.
I believe this
One
is
second.
so far. This is your turn.
I know. I said hold on a second.
I believe this is one of the sessions where we've actually done the least.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay,
it-
so I'm just gonna keep going. So 30 feet would be there.
Oh, sorry, what?
I'm gonna keep
He's
going.
going another
So
30 feet.
30 feet right there.
Okay.
So you don't
he's
have
not
any
10,
ranged,
15,
anything you can do ranged?
I do, but I don't want to sacrifice my shield.
All right, I'm moving you 10 feet first. Remember that, because then you hit the
Okay.
30-foot range. I need you to roll for me. I need you to roll a. You haven't done this yet. What is it?
Is it charisma?
No, it's wisdom. Wisdom saving throw. Oh, sorry, or charisma. You have player choice actually. We have wisdom or charisma.
I was gonna say I wish I'd known that, and then I realized it doesn't matter for me.
Doesn't matter though, because you fail.
Well, I still rolled the better. one.
Because you fail. Oh,
fail.
sorry.
Yep. Oh, because it's super low. Yeah. You hit that radius and you become overwhelmingly overcome with the desire to stop at nothing and retrieve the crystal. You are officially thralled, sir. Your singular goal is to get that crystal.
Welcome to the
So-
club. I'm a 2-time member.
Yep. So you still have let me just verify how much movement you have left. 20 feet of movement left and your actions and all that stuff. So what are you doing?
Keep going.
Okay.
Actually, wait. Hold on. Before we make this. Oh wait, never mind. That's fine.
Okay.
So next, I am going to cast Bane on
Okay.
Finnegan.
I don't know what that does.
You haven't done it before, I don't think.
Up to 3 creatures of your choice that you can see within range must make charisma saving throws. Whenever a target that fails the saving throw makes an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends, they must roll a d4 and subtract that number rolled from their attack roll or saving throw.
Yo, this
I'll be back.
sucks.
So you only doing it to Finnegan?
Yep. He's the only one that Weaver cares about right now.
Can you quickly just paste those rules in the D&D chat?
If you try to attack me, roll a d4 and subtract it from what you do.
Oh, okay.
Okay, back. Okay, so you cast Bane.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm only
Yes.
targeting Finnegan right now.
Okay. And that's charisma saving throw, correct?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, and the DC is 14. Okay. So, Finnegan, roll a die and add 5.
Oh.
19. Yeah, he resists.
Jeez.
Yep.
Hold on,
Sorry.
Is that how that works?
Do I defend with my charisma roll? Is what he's asking.
It says
Oh, okay, so it's whenever it fails.
charisma saving throw. Yeah. When it fails saving throw, then it has an effect. Yeah, you have to actually pass the.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to fail the saving throw in order for that effect. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
And
I know.
did you figure out what he had to get that was based on that DC, his spell DC? Is that how that works?
Yeah, it's spell DC. It's just 14 for him.
Yeah.
So, but Finnegan rolled real high. So, yeah, sorry.
And that'll be it.
Oh, so Finnegan's got a +5?
Currently. Well, okay. Ooh. No. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. I need to check something here.
Retcon.
Finnegan Finnegan just rolled a number. I'm going to now roll a number.
Well,
Because and that gets the 5. Finnegan, you only get a.
I get a 13.
You get a
and
-1, right, to your thing.
I got a 13 on my roll with my modifier, and the 9
Right.
gets the +5, which brings it to a 14.
Right. Okay, so Finnegan fails, and Bane affects you, and 14, a tie to 14. I think.
His
Or rather-
saving throw, you said saving throw wins a tie. I think
Yeah,
that's what you
tie.
said.
I'm pretty sure same the armor class probably. So yeah.
I don't understand why Dungeon Master rolled.
There's more again behind the scenes. We can't.
Oh,
spoil
okay.
it.
It's a
There's-
behind the scene thing.
There's
okay.
more than one entity currently residing in that
Okay,
space.
fine.
Yeah, so yeah, defender rule wins on ties for saving throws, I believe. So yeah, so that means that the other entity currently in control resists the Bane. But Finnegan and his body currently have
Bane.
harmony. So
You're baned.
You're Bane.
okay, that's your turn, sir. It's Finnegan's turn.
Well, this isn't gonna stop me from doing what I was planning on doing anyways.
Okay, what are you doing, or what is
Well,
he doing?
I'm gonna take my first 5 foot forward towards.
Okay, because you wanted to challenge him to glorious combat.
Yeah,
right?
that's still my prerogative. That hasn't changed. I'm aware of that one, and I'm
Okay.
continuing with that one regardless of what he wants.
Okay.
So,
Alright.
so every time I roll to attack you, I have to subtract a D4 from it. Is what it is.
Yeah. So technically, Verd, you were successful.
So that would be a 10 I just rolled. I don't know. I forget what other modifier.
You added the D4.
No.
No, he
It's
subtracted.
a 10.
He's telling you 10.
He just
that's-
also rolled the d4 with it.
Yeah, I
And
rolled them both at
the
the
game
same time.
naturally
Rolled a
adds.
13 and a 3.
Can I do?
Oh, okay.
Does that work? Can I do minus? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can,
It
you
was
can.
still a 10 for that roll though.
Okay, it's a 10.
So I got a.
Oh, and so you moved, correct? You closed the distance and then you attacked, correct?
I closed the 5 foot and I swung with an unmodded D20, and then I baned the D20.
Okay, so that's 10 to hit. It does not hit.
For
It
the
does
life
not
of
hit armor class.
For the life of me, I can't remember if I'm supposed to add a modifier to whether I hit or not.
Yeah.
Isn't hit? It says hit DC is +5.
Mhm.
So that would make it 15.
Yeah, that
Still
armor
misses.
class. Weaver's armor class is absurdly high.
Okay, so so I imagine I punched and nothing happened, but somehow it missed. Well, I get a second punch because that's how I roll, bud.
Okay.
I forgot the +5. It's still too low.
It's still garbage. Yeah, you just like wail on him, and actually, hold on. I need to figure out what your modifier is though with the power crystal.
Oh, I don't know about Power Crystal. That's a totally you thing.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna affect attack rolls or damage rolls or both. Probably both. I'm gonna give you
Why is it affect?
affects everybody differently.
Pardon me.
I didn't really I get to get into for everybody today, or anybody. So Finnegan, so for Nomad, basically, you were able to charm people, and exert will over them, whereas Finnegan wants sheer power, basically, in order to wage combat. So he gets a, I'm gonna give you a +5 to attack.
Do I need to do rerolls, or are you gonna
No,
apply them?
we'll apply it right now to this. +5 to attack, and I'm gonna give you +5 on damage.
Goodness gracious!
I mean, it's like
Now,
crazy good.
even as a Finnegan, I don't want to give up this crystal.
Yeah, it's real good. Like,
Unfortunately for the whole chaotic evil thing.
yeah. But I mean, there's a reason people don't want these things, right? Like, they're super good. But yeah, so that's on your first attack. Then was a 10, correct?
It was a 10, but then I also had the +5 for that I forgot. So that was a 20 after modifiers.
Okay, so the first one's a 20, so that will hit. What? And the second one is
The second one was a 6 +5 is, wait, a 6? Yeah, it was a 6 +5 is 11 plus another 5
16.
to 16.
Yeah, okay, so the second one misses. Okay, so the first one hits. So roll damage on the first roll,
Okay, 1d4 +3,
and then add another 5.
so +8. That's a lot of damage.
Yep.
But what about the Bane?
Is that on?
The Bane was already. I don't know about damage, but the Bane was already
It's just-
rolled into whether
yeah,
I hit him or not.
It's attack rolls and saving throws, not damage rolls. So he already factored it on the attack, which helped a little bit, I think.
So
on the
if I didn't
first one.
get baned, I probably would have hit him twice, I imagine.
Yeah, you would have.
So the Bane actually helped. Whether
Yeah.
it helped enough or not, I do not know.
Weaver, you
what
take
was-
12 points of
Why
damage.
is it that I got hit?
Because I was
The crystal boosted me. That's why you got hit.
Yeah, the crystal gives him a +5 to attack.
But neither of those go above 19.
You get
The first
20.
one was a 20 after mods.
Yeah, it's
The second one was not.
The first one was a 10 plus his own attack modifier of +5 plus the additional modifier of
okay.
+5. So
Yeah.
he didn't write in.
I
the
didn't know about
+5.
the +5.
That was a big
Yeah.
my bad.
He didn't write it in the thing.
So,
So yeah,
I
you
hit
take
you
12
once.
points of damage, unfortunately, which is a big hit. Super not good.
This is what happens when you don't do combat for a month and a half.
You
I'm
wanna
gonna punch
combat.
so hard.
This is gonna end so badly. I'm so sorry.
Isn't Weaver the chosen one? I'm gonna just kill him on a beach.
I wonder if. Okay. Well, these are the rules. I wrote them yesterday, so. Okay.
We don't know what they are, so I'm not saying don't change them.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's pretty hard for us to combat against something that you won't tell us anything about.
Well,
I mean,
it's not like it comes with an instruction manual and says, "Here's how to defeat this thing." I mean.
well, I know, but don't expect us to
your
be able
friend
to.
just got the ring from the Lord of the Rings. He wants to gut you.
Yeah.
What do you do? That's
I feel like
effectively what you're doing.
If you guys survive this, you will understand more about how this works, at least, which is good. Nomad.
I think I've got a great handle on it already.
Yeah, Nomad's turn. What you doing?
I just dented a robot with a fist.
Yeah, he's not looking so hot. Like,
I don't know what his hit points are, but I know what they used to be, and that's 12 more than it is now. I got a full damage hit on anything, finally.
So
Sorry, it had to be you, Vern.
No, that's fine.
this work.
y'all gonna murder your cleric.
You say y'all like it's like I'm getting helped here. I mean,
well,
I am.
you are. Technically, you're not doing anything.
So
I think what happened here is I'm a real superhero.
You think you are? Yeah.
Captain Cork is real. He's gonna kick your ass.
have you determined that Nomad's immune to it now, or is he
Oh, wait.
before? I'm
Is
confused.
it too late? I
You-
totally forgot that I was gonna use the rest of my movement to back away from his 30 feet because I have another 35.
That would be disengaging from combat, and he'd get an attack roll against you. You can. I mean, how confident are you feeling? I'm pretty confident.
I'm feeling really confident.
So, I mean, I would say he should. It makes sense to go for it. Yeah.
Also, this is how I'm supposed to be fighting as a monk anyway.
However,
I haven't had a chance.
I also don't think that you would run away from anything.
Well, no, I did challenge him to a duel, and part of a duel does not mean wailing on somebody relentlessly. It means doing it the right way.
No, I mean from Nomad. I don't think you'd run away from Nomad.
I'm running away from Weaver. I don't care about Nomad.
Oh, wait, you're gonna run away from
I want to get out of arm's reach of the robot.
Well, why? You haven't finished combat yet. You're still gotta.
Part of my turn is I'm supposed to punch and then back away so I don't get punched back.
That's Finnegan's strategy for combat.
Ah!
It's not your current strategy for combat. No.
Welcome to my world.
I'd argue that victory is the greatest glory. By any means.
You do not move away.
Ah!
You do not
Alright,
move away.
it is Nomad's turn.
How this? Do you want to roll for it?
Yeah, let's roll this charisma check again.
Okay, let's go for it. See what happens.
Oh, I might win. I might win again? I might actually win.
It's an
I
11.
really
It's an
don't
11. This is your best shot.
I got an 18 post mod.
Oh, that was your two? Okay.
I won.
Yeah.
In
Okay.
the one time it doesn't matter. So now
What's
No,
the
no,
charisma
no,
check doing?
This is a internal thing within Finnegan to see if he regains
Oh.
control of himself.
Oh,
Hold on. I
what
need
a
to
great
check.
time to regain control is right after I dented somebody real bad.
Yeah. I need to check what this does specifically.
All right.
Just see. Let's see. Sentience. Let's see.
Because I was still all in on the duel thing, but if I can break all the stuff holding me real quick, that'd work too.
So I'm gonna allow you to regain control of your entire personage, if you wish, which I would assume you would. However, because you are not taken over by the crystal currently, even though you are holding it, which is interesting.
Ironic, but go ahead.
Which means that you haven't rolled technically yet, because you hadn't needed to roll. So give me a wisdom saving throw, Finnegan.
What's my wisdom modifier? Oh, I actually have a positive on this one.
Better roll high.
That's pretty high.
Good. You officially resist the thrall of the crystal for the day.
Oh, for the whole day.
The whole day, just like Nomad did. And however, that only lasts while you're in control. So
I
you are
realize
currently well, but
Okay, I'm holding the
Yeah.
crystal. Can you tell me how heavy it is?
it's not too heavy. It's about the size of like your
Oh.
hand. It's a big for a crystal. It's not like a little diamond, but like
It's like the size
big.
of a softball we're gonna go with, maybe?
It's a little smaller than that, but yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
whatever
Take
between
out
a
your
softball
glove
and a baseball.
Take out your glove and hold it with a glove and see if.
Yeah,
So
see, the catch here is I have a limited time window before I might lose control again. I cannot pull out a glove and test something new out.
I will give you one action if you wish before this thing takes over, because now you officially are touching it, and it will take over you, not the other you, the actual you.
What do I roll to huck that thing into the woods?
Just do it. You don't need to roll. I mean,
Oh.
if you want to aim at
Well-
something specific,
I mean, I was preferably going for maximum distance here, but yeah,
you
I'm
can
gonna-
throw it at Marcus.
I'm going to huck it away from people,
Okay. Yeah,
which was my
I'll
original
allow it.
intention.
I'll allow it. Because as you wrestle free of the one thing taking over your mind, and you now resist the crystal. However, you are currently touching it, and you have literally seconds before that's a
Yeah,
problem.
Yeah, I'm hucking it. It's getting chucked into the
I
woods.
thought you said that he was resistant for the day.
until he touches it. He resists the thrall of it, the call of it to touch it, but he's already touching it.
See, there's
I know it's complicated. I'm trying to work off the rules here. I didn't think you had to be touching with it. Okay. It's just... All right, you're gonna throw it. Where are you throwing it? Give me a couple seconds here.
southwest. You know, away from
Southwest.
people.
All right. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and give me
What's its range? Don't we
Yeah.
already know it's like 30 feet or something?
give me an attack roll to see if you can clear the correct range.
Attack roll.
Yeah, give me just a range attack roll. So give me whatever you have for like your dart.
My darts, which is
+5. Okay. Yeah.
oh, I was looking at the wrong thing, but it's still +5. Yes.
Yeah.
All my stuff is just +5. It's really convenient.
Yeah. Super handy. Yeah, you're good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I'm
I-
gonna let you throw this thing.
At least far enough away.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
Just
35.
use the ruler.
I-
Yeah.
I'm trying to 40, 45.
Oh, do we
Yeah,
not see the ruler?
45. Oh, you do. I want to be able to move at the same time. I'm gonna let you throw it 45 feet away. And you no longer want the crystal. Your mask no longer wants the crystal. Nomad no longer wants the crystal. Nobody wants the crystal anymore. In a deep, profound way, and you all breathe. Are you guys?
Can
using
Weaver
combat?
breathe? Did I crush his diaphragm?
Weaver's not doing so great. That's for sure. Are you? Is anybody going to pursue a line of combat still, or should we drop out of combat?
Should
I
probably
think I
drop
should.
out.
I think the one punch was good enough.
I just need confirmation from everybody before we do it to make sure no one else is going to pursue.
I will not pursue
else.
combat
because
until I
Do we all
fail
see?
the roll.
Do we all see that he threw it?
yes, yes.
Okay, so we know that nobody's affected, basically.
Well, you don't know, but you see that it goes away, and you feel it, like
Okay, fine.
the effects, right? You don't know how it affects everybody else, but you like Nomad, you personally feel.
All right, I'm just gonna shout. Does
effects.
anybody want the crystal right now?
Can you say it like a gnome?
Does anybody want the crystal right now?
No,
Yeah.
I said no.
Oh, I thought you said
just
now.
I said no.
Okay.
Yeah, Mark's like, no, I'm
let's-
fine.
Okay, let's regroup.
Okay, yeah. So the crystal is off in a shrub right now. You just chucked it pretty far. What are y'all gonna do?
Okay,
I'm gonna
so-
walk the opposite direction, bud.
Okay, let's just put you guys all a good distance away. How's that? Y'all just
Yeah,
gonna group
that's
over
fine.
here. How's that? And Marcus will join you as well.
So Weaver, what is your? How are you feeling right now? Are you like almost feeling like you're gonna die, or are you? How
Do-
healthy do you feel?
Yeah, DM, can I get a verbal description of what I just did in one punch to that man?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because I don't know what his
Uh,
max HP is, but I want something to measure it against.
Yeah, it's a good chunk. I'm trying to think of how damage affects Warforged, though. I'm trying to figure out how that would work logistically. He has fleshy bits.
What do you mean?
Also, it wasn't a nat
Well, this
20
is-
or you would have
I'm
lost a chunk.
Yeah, I would say like there was some like legitimate crunching happening, like when you punched him right in the shoulder, like you like dislocated his shoulder basically.
Oh.
So like you popped his shoulder out pretty much, and like there was a definite like crunch, and you like freaking like kamehameha this guy like right in like the chest basically. So it wasn't good, and he does not look great.
To answer your question, Nomad, I'll be fine.
You sure about that? Because, I mean, we could, you or I probably have some sort of cure wounds kind of thing that we could do. Just making sure.
I just need to
Can
sleep
you
for the
resist
night.
another?
And
Okay.
it'll be good.
So, do you think we should just sleep for the night with the crystal over there, morning full of health, and try
You are
again?
welcome to go over there and try to get it on your own and go conquer the world, as long as I don't see you. But if I see you, then there will be war.
Forged.
What's our plan for being able to be able to take this thing?
Let's touch it during the daytime. And by touch it, I mean don't touch it, but touch near it.
Yeah, there's also no sun really anymore.
Right.
So that's also potentially a contributing factor. You guys realize now that like this might not have been a good time of day to do this.
Right. So
Hindsight is 20/20, and so
Yeah.
are my rolls.
so I say we go back as far away as we can from this thing and take a rest, and come back in the morning and try something new.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Okay. Okay, so you guys gonna leave it in the bush?
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking to make sure I have tabs on this thing.
Yeah.
A beaver took it.
just like, I mean, good, yeah. Ooh, this is gonna be interesting then. Okay,
Ooh,
so
stop saying that. Stop it.
I'm trying to figure out. Okay, yeah. So you guys are not going to do anything with the crystal today, correct?
I mean, we've already done quite a lot with it today.
I'm just.
But
I'm
no.
checking. I'm checking to check.
Well, we have
'cause-
no choice. I mean, basically, it had been sitting out there before, and nothing happened to it. So it's not like if a animal comes up to
Well,
it.
it,
it's gonna-
actually, it was in a room that was sealed off before.
No, but it was out,
No.
out in the sand for a while.
it was out in the
But-
sand for a
for a
while.
couple-
so-
I
couple
forgot
hours.
about that.
and I can't
Yeah.
imagine that some mouse or chipmunk or something hasn't walked by it. So I don't think that chipmunks are affected by it, because it would have been.
That's some science there.
I mean, you know what I mean? It's just
It
doesn't.
also
Yeah,
wasn't
I-
daytime.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, did a fly land on it? A fly wants to conquer the world now, and now it's got all this power. I mean, you know, it just
And
doesn't make sense. Of
You
course,
don't know.
This
You
whole
will
thing
bring
doesn't
me
make
nasty
sense, so-
old bananas.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are departing and leaving it in a shrub and going back to your campsite, correct?
Sure. Does that
Okay.
sound good?
Yeah.
Up to you guys.
Okay.
Uh,
It's an
Marcus
awful
will do
idea,
whatever you
but-
guys want. I'm just checking to see, because you guys have rolled your thrall checks for the day.
What's a
And I
thrall
wanna-
check?
That's what I had. That's the wisdom saving throw I made you all roll.
The crystal saving throw.
And currently, we have 2 passes right now that succeeded for the day. And
What's
if you
that
go to,
mean?
it means that you do not wish to grab it and touch it and.
Put it in your pocket and
No,
go
you
yeah.
said 2 passes. What's that mean?
As in Finnegan and Nomad passed the check.
Oh, so
How
you're
about
saying
this?
that
Hey, Finnegan
Mhm.
or Nomad, one of you two, you
Oh.
can stand near it and not hurt yourself. Or just one of you want to go over there and cover it in dirt.
what good would that do?
It might be less likely to grab a squirrel from a distance and tell it to run away with it.
True, but then it won't be sitting out in the sun in the morning.
That's what a
comes.
shovel's for.
It's in a bush currently.
Oh,
I imagine this is one of the things Mage Hand can come in handy with. I don't remember the range on it though, because that's your problem.
yeah, it's about. I think it's the same as the range of this mage hand. Well, actually, hold on. I also have an unseen servant. Let's see what's his range. Oh, his range is 60 feet.
Doesn't he have his own stats though? So that would mean he would fail a roll against the crystal. So I don't know.
I you'll have to find out.
Oh.
Find out.
But you know, he's also only got an AC of 10 and 1 hit point.
You can kill him pretty easy. I have all the power. Oh.
He's only got a strength of 2.
He's not even a glass cannon. He's just a whisper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, okay, so
This sounds like a problem for in the morning us.
okay, but this thing, but we are 2 of us are already free of this thing's power for the day, so it's possible that we should do something with it now.
Us being you, Nomad.
Well, I'm a little safer than you are because I only want you to bow to me, whereas you want to.
Us being you, Nomad.
Yeah. So, I still would. Basically, there has to be some way of transporting this thing, right? And the only thing I can think of is your glove. How else are we ever going to do anything with this? I mean,
Only transport during the day.
Mm-hmm. I
If it's
imagine
not
we
the
could
day,
u-
bury it.
no, what I meant was we could test it now.
I don't think we should do any testing right now.
Okay, so tomorrow I will probably be affected by it, whereas tonight I'm not.
The description of the gloves makes it totally sound like they're a pair of rubber gloves rather than a pair of defend from anything gloves.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah.
I just don't
I'm not
see.
whether they work or not. It's totally on Trev. I don't think they will.
I mean, they're able to hold space-time destroying magic. I will note that from the description.
But
No,
space-time destroying magic isn't mind warping magic. That's what I'm
No,
getting at.
No, it's not necessarily. No.
Nomad,
Okay,
can you
so-
make a magnifying glass?
I have a magnifying glass on my lenses, my goggles.
Possibly a larger
Okay,
one?
so how
What are you
about in the
thinking?
morning we make a box, we put it in the box. Hopefully, I don't. You know what? Maybe tonight we make a box.
Yeah. Make a box, put it in a box.
Put it
with
in
a
the box
magnifying
with the
glass.
magnifying glass on top to concentrate the sun even more.
Good, good. If there's a sunny day tomorrow.
And we
Roll
hope
for
for good
weather.
weather.
I'll roll for weather, I guess.
Mhm.
Oh, hold on. How far can I predict the weather? I can actually. I might be able to predict the weather.
It's.
8
I think
hours
it's.
in the
I think it's.
Well,
I don't get that far in advance.
Whether
It might
whether
be
you
4 hours.
whether you predict
think
the
it's- I
weather
think it's
doesn't
4.
change what the weather will be.
I don't
No,
get
but it would tell us whether this is going to work or not. Okay, so, but how do I put it in the box? Just as long as I don't touch it, is that the idea?
Use a shovel or a scoop or a grabber or a
Oh,
Magic
I can use
hand.
my mage hand. Okay, so we need to make a box,
Okay. I mean, you're a
So-
craftsman.
right?
You can
So
make a box.
right. So, what would you think we should make the box out of? Lead.
lead would be good.
Let's see if
But
I have. Yeah.
I don't think that's. That might be fine. I don't know.
Okay, so you got another idea? Because if not, I'm gonna try see if I can find some lead.
Lead might be the best option.
Okay, so I'm going to use my gauntlet and see if I can find some lead pieces to form a box.
And find out if you can make it so that you can have a lid on it and maybe have a hook on it of some description for pulling
Okay,
it
yeah,
up.
we'll have a hook for pulling it and a hole for a.
Use it as an anchor.
And
Exactly.
I'll duct tape on my goggles. That would be the plan anyway. Okay, so can I?
I don't
Is
imagine
there-
the goggles are large enough to make a difference.
What do you mean?
If it's lens crafters goggles don't have very large magnifying glasses.
No, these are special magnifiers to be able to do my work. So they magnify the things I'm like a jeweler's magnifier.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
I'm saying is a jeweler's magnifying glass. That it's like the size of a dime sometimes.
Well, he showed a picture of it. It's as big as goggles would be. So it's like
There's
know,
there's several additional lenses as well.
right. So okay, so the question is, okay, I'm using the gauntlet to get some pieces for the
So you're making a lead box.
box. Yeah, unless there's a lead box in the. I mean, maybe even lead boxes are part of scrap material. I don't know.
No, I wouldn't say so. I don't.
Okay,
I mean, do you make things out of lead? Like, is that a thing? Like,
oh, I've seen they make lead. I mean, safes and things.
The
Sometimes.
the Romans
are?
made the Romans made their
Okay.
pipes out of lead.
yeah, but do they make containers out of lead? I've never heard of that before. Okay.
Making what?
Containers out of lead? I've never heard of containers made out of
Superman,
lead.
come on.
Okay.
Kryptonite. They put it in lead.
Did they? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Alright.
Foil,
That's the thing.
foil.
I'm just trying to
It's
figure out
just-
if sheets of lead are a thing that would be like.
Oh, I think so. And
I-
if
Okay.
not, a pipe of lead would definitely be a thing.
Yeah, that lead container at Amazon. What do we get? Yes, totally.
Yeah, you can buy them. Yeah,
You
lead
buy-
is
okay.
lead is
Alright.
a thing.
All
It's
right,
just
that's fine.
in our day and age, it's not very common, but
Yes.
it
Lead
was
poisoning,
100
whatever,
years
right?
ago.
All right, that's fine. Yeah, I'll allow it then. That's fine. It's a metal box.
And wasn't it things? Weren't the alchemists trying to turn lead into gold?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was
it's-
very
Or
popular.
anything
Well,
in gold, really.
I just didn't know if it constructed like sheets
Oh,
or
and you can
whatever
make,
it is.
and you can make, yeah, and you melt it down to make little toy tin soldiers and stuff. Lead
Yeah.
soldiers. Right?
Tin
So-
soldier.
lead
As a
soldiers.
reminder, the Mythbusters did make a balloon out of lead,
Oh,
but
did
that was
they?
lead foil.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah,
Yeah,
if
I'll
any,
allow it then.
yeah.
fine.
I mean, if you want even more complicated, we can have metal and bronze and coat
But
it with lead or whatever. But that's the idea.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Can I-
I'll allow it.
'Cause I have read.
Can I buy a
somewhere-
block of lead? You can buy pure lead,
Okay, all right,
lead
all right.
ingots off
Okay,
of
fine.
Amazon.
All right, and I'm putting a hole in it at the top to put the hole for the goggles and stuff like that for later. And it's got I want to make a hook on it so we can hook onto it.
On the top,
A-
okay.
A
Are you-
leaden box.
Finnegan mentioned using it as an
Yeah.
anchor. Is that going to be a thing?
Don't take that seriously, but I feel like if for some reason we need to get it away from us, but we
I will
don't
say it's
want to
not
lose
a
it.
bad idea for
My
for
idea
transportation
was
purposes.
if we were on the ocean and the sun was going down, we could throw it in the water.
Yeah,
And if it's in a lead box, then it should be pretty safe.
and you have a lot of rope, so if you're in open
So,
water,
Right, and I want to.
Or alternatively, maybe we
It's-
could
it's
find
more
out
fish.
if we could hang it from the rope inside one of the bags, so it doesn't
Ooh.
actually get placed
Satchel.
anywhere, but it's hanging in the sky.
That's sketchy.
Wait, what? You're gonna do what now?
So if we
He wants
put
to tie
the
a string,
bag,
tie a string to the thing and put it in our bag, but the string is making it so it doesn't actually make it to the island.
You're gonna
So it's above the
traffic in
island.
trans-dimensional space is what you're
Yes.
gonna do. I mean, you could try it if you wish.
But how do we know it worked?
I mean, if
Okay,
we pull
hold on.
the
Is this
string
like-
back out,
Yeah.
is this like a portal, or as in the game portal, or is it in a different location until it arrives where it would arrive at?
I mean, you don't know.
I knew you. That's his answer to everything.
What's
well,
Bob's
it's
name?
true. I mean, Bob's name is
Okay,
Bob.
wait.
I mean, like you're
can
straight
I
out of the
do-
bag and tell you its secrets. Like,
can I do a skill check on the on?
yeah, we could test this with
On
other
bag.
mundane materials.
What happens
Yes,
if I
you
stick
can.
my head in the bag?
I wouldn't.
Are you
We've
gonna
already
do it?
gone
Marcus
through
in
it. It's
there.
fine.
Marcus is
Marcus
gone.
has. You haven't.
Okay, so you put the bag on Marcus's head and it sucked him inside. If you remember correctly, so it pulled him inside.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna see if
It will
okay,
not
I
chop
wanna-
off your head.
I was
Okay.
hoping that it would be like a portal where your head would just be there coming out
So
of the
can I
portal.
do a check and see if maybe I can learn more about it?
Sure. You gonna roll identify on it?
No. No, I
I
don't
was
have-
thinking let's get more empirical and just put something on a string and put it through there and see what happens, without letting go of the string.
Okay. Okay. Let's do that. Find a rock. How's that?
A rock with a string around it, and you just
Yeah.
put the rock in and see what
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Yeah. So who's doing this?
Oh, jeez.
No, I just want to know who's y'all talking about this? Who's actually doing this?
I'll hold the bag.
Somebody's the artificer. He should be handling all this.
Okay, I'll do it, but I'm hanging onto the string very loosely.
Okay. A wise decision. Yeah, you drop the rock into the bag with the string attached to it,
Uh-huh.
and it begins to pull the string quickly.
Okay, well I let go.
Okay, yeah, it just pulls it in.
Yeah, okay. So I don't think
Where-
that's gonna work.
What? Didn't?
It was
Did you
pulling
try-
on me.
Did you try
I'm not
pulling
gonna-
it back out though? It's just
No.
a rock.
No, if I pull too hard, it's gonna. If I hang on to it too tightly, it
Okay.
will suck me in.
Do we have any idea how thick of a box we would need in order to nullify the effects completely?
You don't know.
Okay, so I want to do some
I mean,
some
you can
skill
do
checks.
some. Yeah. I mean, you have no one's rolled anything yet, so.
Okay, I'm gonna do some skill checks. I want to do a skill check on the knowledge, whatever you call it, my magical outcome. What's it called? Artificer's lore.
Okay.
Which is a
On-
history check on magic items, alchemical objects, or technology devices. And I'm going to first do it on the bag,
Mm-hmm.
see what it will tell me. So
Okay, so you're not rolling identify. You're rolling your artificer thing instead.
Right, identify I can't because I don't have a pearl.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. All right. You gotta roll for it then. All
But
right.
I
That's fair.
do have. Detect magic doesn't help me because it just tells me if there's magic present. See, I could do that now, but that doesn't help.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, I can also figure out what school of magic it's from, but who cares?
Mm-hmm. Who cares?
Okay. So here we go. So this is on the bag.
Yep.
12.
That's fine. Well, how's this? Yeah. So you're studying this thing, and are I'll just go ahead and do this for you, and I'm gonna have you summon Radovan.
Retivin.
That's
There you go,
fine,
there
by
you
the
go.
way.
I imagine he shows up and he's clearly not wearing anything under his
Oh.
robes.
So Radovan, when you call, I come quick as a dragon. And he undoes the scroll and he reads from it. The Satchel of Holding has a very unique spell on it that will teleport items to their designated locations at the Resonator's Respite. This will be done according to the determination of the magical algorithm. I can't do that. The magical algorithm, unless the user first attunes an item to a location. This is done by simply writing something on a piece of paper and attaching it to the item, and writing the same thing at a corresponding location, such as inscribing on a box or posting up a sign in a field. Then, when the item is first placed into the satchel, it'll be locked into that position, even if the written tags are removed at a later date.
I hope you're going to write that down.
He used the word teleport, so I don't think we can put it in and pull it back out.
So
Or, like,
to actually
yeah.
say it really simply, we have really good control over this, and we can actually just send it to where we want it to go.
Just tell it to
So
fall
we just-
directly over the fountain.
Pretty much, but
I
I
imagine
think
we
we
should
want to
be
be
there.
there
We
when
may
it
have to-
does that.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, I think we want to be there. Yeah.
So, the way it states it is that the bag will determine where things go unless you have a predetermined location already written ahead of time. However, the bag
So-
has fairly good attunement skills, so it's up to you. If you want to try
Guys, I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
We send a certain somebody through the bag with the crystal, and they bury it and wait on the island for the rest of us to arrive.
that sounds like an awful idea. We should stop splitting up.
We should just all jump.
I
in the
have a
bag.
better idea. How about we just tell the bag where we want it to bury it?
So it
So
has
it
to be
arrives.
a written tag. There are two written tags you need to do. So you need to be physically present in order to transcribe where you want something to be.
Oh, so you have to write
Someone has to
location
be
1
there.
and then
Yeah, so you,
location
like
one
you,
on
like
the
you go to
item.
the island, you write, crystal on like a little sign and on a box or whatever, right?
Oh,
And then you write it on a tag on the crystal. You shoot it through, and now any item of that type will go to that location.
So either way, I vote we throw the gnome in the bag.
Otherwise, it'll go wherever it wants it to go, which may be where you want it to be.
But we don't know,
Alright,
and I don't
so
want I don't
here's
wanna
what's
leave
happening.
But wait, before we do that, I want to learn about the crystal. I want to at least try to learn more about the crystal because
Okay.
we don't know how it's. Do we have to be there when we destroy it in order to get? We get benefits if we do that, right?
It's how you level up.
So we have to be there unless the unless the DM wants to just tell us. Do we have to be there when it happens, or can we just tell it to go to the fountain and that's it?
I'm trying to figure out how easy I want to make this on you guys.
Right.
I feel like we should certainly be there when it happens, just so that we have to listen to Trev talk about it for a while.
So, I would say definitely be there the first time. After that, you can tell it where to go, according to the Satchel Holding rules, and you can allocate it to go to the fountain. But you do not know currently if it will go to the fountain on its own.
For all
Right.
we know, it'll
If
just show up above. It'll show up in some hidden underground treasure room. It'll show up in the middle of the air. It'll land in one of the dwarves' mouths. You don't know.
Correct.
So here's what I suggest we do right now.
Throw the gnome in the back.
No, wait.
I
got
want to
another-
tie a rope around Marcus.
I already
Tell
love the
him-
plan. Sorry.
I don't trust him with it.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, guys? I don't like this plan.
All right, Marcus. So here's the plan. You can say no if you want. I want you to walk towards the crystal. We will have you tied to this rope. If you start to succumb to its powers, we'll pull you back. But if you resist its powers, then we want you to go through the bag with the crystal. And we
Put the
want
gun
you
down.
No, but he can't
to
touch
bury
it.
it
You can't touch it.
in the box
He has to
that
put
we're
it.
making.
He's got to put it in the box.
Nomad can just put it in the box.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nomad currently has resistance to thrall.
Right. So I can just put it in the box.
So I suggest we do that if it will work. If it doesn't work, then we'll figure something else out.
Why don't you tie a rope around me?
Because you already resist it.
Well, just in case something goes wrong.
Okay.
And I will do it.
We'll just tie a
So-
rope to everybody all at the same time. It'll
Or
be funny.
or Finnegan, because he's resistant too. Either one of us.
Don't do it to me.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll do it.
So what are you doing?
So
Why do we need to tie a rope? Just give the gnome the box, and then he'll go over to the
The gnome
crystal,
doesn't
put the
need the
crystal in
box.
Well,
Or doesn't need the rope.
I can use Mage Hand to do that.
that's what I was saying. He doesn't even need to use Mage Hand. He already has resist.
The rope isn't for going through and coming back, by the way.
I thought
It's
we were
for
talking
going
about
through
the
and
crystal.
staying there. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm saying that the rope was so that we could find out if Marcus is resistant. It's not for pulling Marcus back out.
oh,
Marcus
Yeah, I
would
don't
be
know.
staying on the island with the crystal until we got there.
No, but he's got to do a Wisdom saving throw every single day.
Mm-hmm.
That would not work.
Unless he buries it.
You don't
What?
know.
well, he has not made his saving throw. So if we use the gnome now, who already has made his throw, he can bury it and then be done with it.
Barry?
Y'all doing burying this is a good idea.
Look, it worked in the past.
All right, hold on. We,
I
we
want
gotta,
to clarify. You guys didn't
We also
bury
gotta-
it before.
we
Oh,
also gotta
whatever.
Quit here.
I know.
I need to go. So.
Also, the gnome's power fantasy is quite simply will end up being 3 dwarves and a bunch of clockwork things worshiping him for like 2 days before we get there. Where some other people's power fantasy will involve a lot of blood.
So, Marcus sees you guys just trying to figure out a plan here, and he's racking his tiny little brain.
He's about to Deus Ex Machina this for us.
He's gonna tell us something obvious here.
He's gonna shoot it successfully.
What was
Yeah,
that?
I was just seeing something. And I wanted to preemptive roll for something else. And he goes, okay, so what I think what we're determining is that we want to get the crystal back to the island, and he's thinking like really hard about this, like he's trying to roll through the thing. So if I heard the old wizard dude right, all we have to do is get writing on the object and then writing on the island, correct? Right?
So
That's-
why don't
that's
why
right.
don't we just tell the people that are there to do some writing?
Right, like, can we just go ask, like, Kendrin, and we can ask him to, like, just write something somewhere to, like, we have to put these things in the fountain thing, right? And just then they go boom, and like, boom, 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 so should we just have him, like, go put up a sign next to the fountain, and then we just, like, write, like, blowy up on, like, the crystal, and then we do that? Does that work? I don't know.
So what? I thought you said we had to be there the first time.
I want you there the first time, but I'm gonna force you guys to be there. It's up to you guys what you gotta do. Like, I'm not gonna.
Well, I'm not sure how much we should go by what you want versus.
I don't. You could. This is Marcus's idea. You don't have to listen
So,
to Marcus.
alright.
You never do, anyways.
But if we do that, would we actually get the level up? I mean, this is a DM question.
I don't like answering questions like that. I mean,
If we can just
Yeah,
find a safe place to put the crystal in the meantime. The problem is we don't know if there's a safe place on the island because we didn't exactly explore that thing like we should have.
so Marcus was suggesting that we put it near the fount, right? That's what he was suggesting.
He's suggesting that you write a sign on the fountain, and then you just drop it into the fountain directly from where you're standing.
That would be the simplest. I mean, it's not going to do it. I'm just afraid we might not get the benefits of it because we're not there.
Worst comes to worst, you find another crystal.
Well, yeah, and then we got the same problem.
Well, yeah, then yeah, but you'll be more prepared. Up to you. Whatever you want to do.
So, okay, well, can I finish what I wanted to do? I wanted to learn
Yeah.
about the crystal.
Okay. Well, you have to touch it to do that, I think. Correct?
No, I just I want to know the history of it.
Okay.
The information of it and stuff. So it's not like Identify. Identify
Yeah.
tells me every stinking little detail.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Give me a roll, and we'll see if I even need to like figure this out or not.
All right, hold on. Oh, that's funny. Guess not.
That's bad. I mean, I will let you know what you've already established, basically, at this point, which is that it has a thrall that pulls people into it. It has a range of 30 feet for the thrall effect. And every day you have to make a wisdom saving throw. Or a charisma saving throw. Player choice.
But is there anything that masks it?
I mean, you do know that it was placed in a bag, and it was safe to touch in that bag for a short amount of time, but that expired after you're not sure how long, but it was several hours. But it definitely became no longer safe to touch. The bag itself, touching the bag itself, was the same as touching the crystal. Just to clarify that, after a certain amount of time. So it seems to have a corrosive effect that bleeds through whatever it's placed in. And so it is, you can like bury it, for instance, or put it in a box, but it will eventually bleed through that, and touching like the box itself will be the same as touching the crystal, if it's in actual physical contact with the box. So, which is probably more than I should have given you with a terrible roll.
Can I roll a history check and maybe save that for you?
Wait, what?
Can I roll a history for this? See if I know anything.
Sure. Yeah, I'll give you a straight history.
There you go. Now your description makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. So Weaver helps
You're
you out
welcome.
with like some backlog history that he's heard, and just chose to share apparently.
I see.
And this isn't really too much history as much as like piecing together the recent history of what's just happened. I would say, right? Because that's kind of like what you guys have established based on the actions that have taken place currently, in the last hour or so. So yeah, if that helps you guys or not. In terms of whether or not it will give you power if you are not present at the obliteration of the crystal. Weaver did get a good history roll. And he is the chosen one. I think how much he should know about the history of Resonator's Respite here. So, kind of how to work this in to give you knowledge of such things. Like,
You should give me
plot-wise.
knowledge of how to go downstairs and get that burger I left there.
Hey Trev, do you want to know how to give us something to do in the future and also complete this without hurting your brain?
Sure.
feature, researcher. When I roll research, I learn where I can learn more about it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how you would know now. Right.
I'm just saying
guess-
that you could tell me where to go, and then that could give us
Yeah.
a goal in the future.
Yeah. I'd prefer to resolve it now, if possible.
Okay.
I don't know.
Just a suggestion. You don't have to do it.
I hadn't made a determination on this because before because I had assumed you guys would bring it back physically the first time around, and then would be doing it remotely potentially, if you had a system for that in place, and if it worked.
Can I roll to see if if Finnegan's gloves would protect us?
Yeah, that you can do for sure. Roll your artificer roll on that. That would 100% give you information on that.
16.
Yeah, it would.
Oh,
So what do
You
we do?
also-
We have to just keep it shielded with that, or what? What's the?
hold it the whole time. Put the crystal in one of the gloves.
So the gloves are like basically depending on what the good description would be, but like it's like magic nullifiers essentially. So that's just
Yeah,
why
but-
they're not affected by such things as the sphere of annihilation and whatnot. They cannot be affected by any magic at all or any element.
But yeah, but what about the thrall or whatever it's called?
Well, it's magic. So
As
No,
long as
but-
it's in the
but does
gloves,
it
you're
feel-
not affected.
it's like a giant Faraday cage, right? Like you put
Okay,
the
so it
electricity
is.
in, and
So-
it traps things inside, or
Okay, so-
it's a barrier.
So you can't be thralled. Nobody can even be thralled by it, even if they get close, just as long as it's in the glove.
Oh, you put it in the glove. I didn't think about that.
I said
that's a
that.
good idea.
On the glove, whatever. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, if you grab it with the glove and cover it up entirely, then all magic emanating from it is dissipated. Yes.
so why don't we just make a little device that, so you don't have to hold it the
We-
whole time.
We
A
can
little
just get
thing,
some
little
rope
box.
and tie the gloves around it.
Yeah, that's right. Just tie
You don't
the
need
gloves
to
around
make
it.
a device. Just get some scotch
Yeah,
tape.
you're right. Very good. We get some duct tape or something. Okay, can we do that?
Okay. Yeah, so you're gonna pull out some tape. Is that what you're doing?
And some rope and just
Yeah.
lots of it too, because we don't want that thing.
Put it in.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
already
No.
made the box. Put it in the box too.
Yeah,
we'll
yeah,
put
yeah.
the
Fill
box
the-
too. We do
Fill
all
the box
that.
with sand as well.
Fans.
And put a lock around it and
You're gonna
bury
weigh
it in
your,
the
And tell Marcus not to touch it.
this thing you like weigh your little boat down. So you're so happy with blood and
Right,
sand.
right.
No, it's not big. Okay, so I need you to give me a step-by-step thing what you're doing here to make sure that you don't have a misstep. Okay.
I'm gonna maintain a safe distance personally because yeah.
Yep. That is a wise decision. Finnegan knows what's up.
So
No
here,
match.
have the gloves, little gnome bud, whom
Wait,
I
so
did
Will
not
not be
punch.
involved.
So
You have
Finnegan,
an extra pair, by the way.
Two. Oh yeah, we had two, didn't we?
So,
Yep.
Finnegan, do you know something more about this that you're not telling us?
I know that if I get the crystal, I'm going to kill you guys.
Is that it?
Looking at a certain somebody's arm.
Okay, so if you touch the crystal, you mean? Okay, so I'm. All right, so okay, what I'm trying to figure out here, Trevor, is if I start doing this, is this gonna take another half an hour because you're gonna throw another
It
thing at us?
shouldn't, as long as you don't do something bad.
Oh
Okay.
goodness.
All right, because I just want.
I need you to detail what you're doing to make sure you don't just like eat it or something, right? Like just,
Right,
just
okay.
make sure that you don't
All right.
like have a misstep.
Hold-
Fine. Okay.
Put one pair of gloves on, and then use that pair of gloves to wrap the
Yes.
extra pair of gloves around.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
yes.
what he wanted us to say.
Yes, that's what we're doing because we got
He
two.
pointed
pairs of
out we had a second
I
pair.
pick it up with my hands and I wrap it. No, don't do that. Right.
Okay, so right. No, that's right. So okay, so I'm using the gloves. I've got all 4 gloves, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk over to it.
Okay.
I'm going to
Okay.
remove them from my inventory.
Okay. I'm gonna
Um,
take.
So, I will say that the gloves aren't big enough because Finnegan's hands, who was currently wearing them before, uh, weren't large enough for the crystal.
Oh, come on.
However, the second pair he has were on the suit of armor, which were very large, and those
Okay.
ones are large enough. So
Okay.
just letting you know how that works out.
Right. Okay.
But like
Exactly.
your guys'
Put the
hands
small
aren't.
ones on.
Right, the point is your guys' hands aren't physically large enough to completely encase the crystal.
How big
So
is this crystal?
it's pretty big. It's like the size of like a large
baseball?
water bottle. Like
It's
Isn't it
smaller than a
circular?
softball, but larger than a baseball.
it's rectangular basically, right? Not completely rectangular, but it's
It's
like-
oblong.
yeah, it's oblong. Yeah. So this one is fairly
Okay, fine.
large. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm
I'm
just
just
trying
letting
to
you
get
know
an
how
idea.
size
Is this as
works.
big as is this as big as a boat or something? I thought
No,
it was
no,
a
no,
small
no.
little thing that was like as big as a
it's
small orange or something.
No, it's like bottle size or something. So like your hand can 100% cover it. You can cover it mostly, but you wouldn't 100% coverage. But you
Okay,
have the other
so-
pair of gloves that are large enough.
Okay,
so
you know what
can
we're
use those
doing,
ones.
right? We're
Yeah.
taking okay, and then I'm using the small gloves, and then I'm gonna wrap it with the big gloves, and I got the string and the duct tape and wrapping
Yep.
it around really good, putting it in a box,
Yep.
closing
And then
the
I
box.
put that box in another box, and I mail it to
Mail it back
myself.
yourself.
Okay, and I think that's the point where we need to go to bed.
Yeah, I think that's probably fine.
Now it's protected.
We're going to sleep for the night.
Yes, we do a long rest.
Yeah. Okay.
And I've got some things actually I need to do right before the long rest. But do you want to just wait for tomorrow to do that, or next week to do that?
Pardon me.
What do you mean things? Oh, like
I need to roll for another.
plans and such.
Yeah.
I mean, just one thing, right? You're just rolling for a plan.
Hold on. Yeah, I guess so. I guess.
Yeah, it's
the
just
others
one
can
roll.
wait
So that's
till
not too bad.
tomorrow.
That's just one roll. So no big deal. Go for it.
Okay. Do you remember when I'm supposed to roll, or do I need to go look it up?
I gotta find the rules. I gotta find the rules.
Yeah, I don't have them up right now.
Planning stage. Roll 1d20 plus artificer bonus.
My man is going to bed, and I'm gonna go grab that food I left downstairs.
Okay. Okay. Very good.
Okay.
20 plus artificer bonus.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Seven.
the 7 thing, right? Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, 12. What does that do?
Alrighty. A perfect failure. So you
Okay.
get nothing. You get nothing.
So I just try again next time.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, your minimum DC is 15.
Okay. And
Hey, hold on. How did you get a? Oh yeah. Yep.
I rolled 5.
Yeah.
And,
Okay.
and I'm going to use a spell slot to get a arcane core.
Okay. Yeah. Add it. And as a note, I'll have to get an actual item for your inventory eventually. Or yes, you can make
Oh,
one.
I can make one. I can
Yeah,
make one. I
make
may
one
have
for
already
inventory.
done it. I just don't remember.
Yeah. Make
So
it.
I just wrote it as a note. I'm spending a spell slot, but it doesn't matter because we're gonna be long resting anyway. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
shall we all do the long rest button?
Yeah. I'll allow it. There's nothing going to be happening to you guys this evening now that you have nullified. Good thing you actually nullified the crystal, I would like to say, overnight, and you didn't leave it out, because that would have been real bad.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, because you don't know what's on this island, and there's a power crystal that draws things into it and makes them super
Okay.
Saiyan.
Okay, that's Okay. Oh, and I did want to try to catch some fireflies.
Okay, sure.
Because you got some fireflies you mentioned earlier, and they're only. I'm guessing you can only see them at night.
Yeah.
So-
Like the big ones. That's right. There's some big fireflies here. Like, give me a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand. Okay, let's see here. Well,
How many are you trying to catch?
whoops, I forgot the type roll. It looks like you can do like pound sign or something as a shortcut. What am I supposed to type? Am I going the right direction?
It's the wrong slash sign.
There we go.
Oh
20.
dang. Okay, how many fireflies do you want to catch?
How big are they?
Well, I hadn't determined that until this second. Hold on, you think about.
Well, can we just say a bunch and just leave it at that?
Well, these are big.
What
Like,
number do you roll?
I mean,
Say
yeah, 20. That's a lot of fireflies. Well, because like these are like you're a 3.5 foot gnome, and these are like half your size.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
They're ginormous.
I didn't know
How
that.
how are you gonna catch them?
Okay, I thought they were. Okay, I didn't realize they were huge.
Well, they're huge fireflies. Yeah.
You say firefly, and I think of something smaller than a cricket.
They're docile though, and they don't like attack you or anything. They're just big bugs. They kind of just like lazily kind of wander around.
Can I
so, I mean, you can
assist with that in any way?
yeah. I mean, sure.
Well, okay. So let me just ask DM: if I catch a firefly, can I maybe do something with it someday? Like use
We're gonna-
its glow power or something for something to build something, or are you just gonna not allow that anyway? So this is just
No,
worthless.
I'll allow it. I just
Okay.
want to know what you're gonna do with this giant bug. Currently, are you gonna kill it or are you gonna?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna
Okay.
try to kill it.
Okay. Give me the attack roll.
All right. Wait, is there something else I could do?
You could put it in a giant jar, I guess.
All right, but I don't
Mm.
have a jar. Oh, actually, I'd probably get a jar. A jar would be something that would be a standard thing in the workshop, right? Or in the warehouse.
Not this
right?
big. Not
Hey,
this
maybe if you
big.
captured like 4 or 5 of them,
Like a barrel, I guess.
You could throw them through the bag to our island, and then we could have a population of those grow there.
Not wrong.
They're not dangerous, right?
No. No.
And then I could pull them back,
you
and
caught
I
it.
could pull them back out again, right? Because all I got to do is think about them.
Yep.
Okay. Good. Okay.
Okay,
Well,
so
maybe-
you're
Okay.
Okay.
They're not dangerous, though, right?
no. I mean, you caught one without even like attacking
Okay,
it. You just like
sure.
walked up and just
Okay.
grabbed it, and it was like.
Okay. Okay, sure. That's a very good idea, Weaver. Don't you think that's
Okay.
a good idea?
That's So I'm gonna say that you're gonna go ahead and fashion for yourself a butterfly net with your satchel at the end of it, and you're gonna just like go around and just like
Yeah, sure.
and you got a 20 on that. So I'm gonna give you 5.
Okay.
I called it.
So you have put it in your inventory.
Yeah, I will. I will.
You have 5 giant fireflies.
They're about 1.5 feet. It sounds like, because you said about half my.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, DM,
Yes.
is this gonna disrupt the ecosystem on our island?
You'll
I don't-
find out. Tune in next week to see your entire island get infested with like horrible diseases now, and all the plants die.
There wasn't much there. I mean, it was all desolate, right?
No, there's
There's
plenty
plenty
of-
of trees and stuff.
There was a
Oh,
beach
okay.
full of sand shrew.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
It was
now they're only getting
overgrown.
rabies and die, but that's fine.
All
You're
right.
gonna have like an Australia situation where like they have all these rabbits, and then they introduce like all these other animals that you killed all the rabbits, and then you have too much of that, and then there's another
And we
animal
have
getting
to-
rid of that thing.
Oh, and then we got to get giant toads that
Yeah.
spread that. Toads are poisonous, so you can't. That actually
Uh-huh.
really happened in Australia.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Long rest time.
Yeah, punch the button. Anybody else?
Oh,
do
long
anything?
rest in real life now. Jeez.
Yeah, I know.
I already pressed the rest button like 5 minutes ago.
I never took away my key point anyways because I figured it wouldn't be long.
Also, I just want to point out that, like, I don't think you guys were super concerned about like where the crystal would go when you put it in the satchel. You didn't even think twice about just shoving random like animals into it.
To be fair, the crystal kind of led to somebody's arm almost getting removed. Where
No, the crystal is way more dangerous. But I think it's funny you're just shoving animals into this thing now.
look,
Yeah, but we don't
Yeah.
care where they go because we can get them back.
see, the catch is we have our priorities in order. It's just that the low priority stuff just doesn't matter.
So, just as a final note, it's just many miles away on Resonator's Respite, three dwarves are having dinner, and 5 giant normal fireflies just fall out of the sky directly on top of them, and they're like, ah!
Oh look, we got dinner for the night.
We probably need to make a trip to the island at some point and make a whole bunch of cards with notes on with words on them, so we have.
Yeah, now that we know, which we should probably question every single thing we come across, which makes all this stuff that takes forever for us to do take 7 times as long. We're gonna
mean
have
learn
to
about,
start
like-
questioning everything.
You mean like when we discover some magical something or other? Let's try to figure out what it does before we just store it away.
Yeah,
Is that what you
everything.
mean?
Just question everything.
Question
Yeah.
everything.
Sounds like a good.
It's a good idea.
'cause
in
you never
general.
know what Trevor's gonna do to us.
Oh
Okay.
yes.
right.
Oh, this was
All right,
fantastic.
I'm gonna go
Ugh.
take my real long rest now.
Yep, you do that.
All
You
right.
do that. Okay, nighty night.
Ah.